Right, so today's date is Sunday the 7th of June 2020. My son's birthday actually. We're in Bristol.
Happy birthday to your son.
Thank you. We're in Bristol today to interview today two members of some legendary sounds in Bristol. First up, Mabraka Sound and also Imperial Force. So today we have General D, who was one of the founding members of Mabraka Sound and went on to Imperial Force, and also MikeyD, who was one of the backbone members of Imperial Force from Bristol. So thank you very much for your time. Thank you for the short notice.
No problem, man.
And thank you for putting up with my harassment. I think you've got used to me by now.
I've got used to it now. But like I said to you, these things have got to be documented, so it's not a problem, you know?
Okay, so General D, if you could just first of all introduce yourself.
General D, born in Bristol, raised in Bristol, like always surrounded by music from a younger age. Like all my uncles were into music and sound system, and that's where I kind of got my influence from for the music, you know. So yeah, just Bristol born and bred, and just love the music.
Right. And MikeyD?
Yeah, I love music. My cousin bring me to music with my uncles and family, and born and bred in St. Paul's.
Right. So your families came from the Caribbean quite a while ago to Bristol?
Yeah. Me and Mikey's grandparents came here 1965.
65, wow.
65.
Wow.
But they originally went to West Bromwich.
In the West Midlands.
West Midlands, but my gran didn't really like it there, and then they ended up coming to Bristol.
Okay.
So that's how we ended up in Bristol, you know.
Wicked. All right. So obviously we're here to talk about two men that are very important in Bristol's sound system history. Okay, so when you were both growing up, what are your memories of the sound system scene in Bristol and the sounds that you used to follow back in the day? Before you built your sounds, or before you became members of your sound, what influenced you?
I got vast memories. I think my earliest memories is obviously that my uncles, like I mentioned before, my uncles were in Studio 17, and they were more like a Rastaman sound.
Yeah.
But they started from Tarzan first.
Right.
Yeah. And then it went to Studio 17. And then a little bit of history. Tarzan, you know Tarzan, he is actually Tricky's grandfather. You know Tricky from
the
Massive Attack?
Yeah.
That's his grandfather.
Wow.
Yeah. So he had a sound called Tarzan, then it went into Studio 17. So as far back I can remember, there was sound boxes in our house.
Right.
You know what I mean? My uncles and that, and the music from Jamaica, and you know, Dennis Brown, Gregory Isaacs, Bob Marley, all them Studio One tunes. But as well as Studio 17, there was Sebastian. They were the two main sounds at the time.
Yeah, I hear these names constantly.
Yeah, they were the foundation of Bristol sounds, yeah. Then going on further on, you had sounds like Loco, who now Unique Star.
Yeah.
They were a big influence on me when I was growing up. They were the three main sounds, I would say. First Studio 17, Bastion, and then as I got a bit older, it was Loco, because then there was bigger man for me. And I looked up to them with their sound and thing, and wanted to emulate what they were doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's my early kind of grounding with the sound.
Yeah. And MikeyD, you're a youngster when it comes to the sound system business, one of the younger members.
Yeah, my it's the same as Darren really. I can remember music playing on the front line, them times on a Sunday daytime on Campbell Street. You know, it's just a nice little day.
Yeah.
Festivals. It was good.
Because they had street parties back in the day.
Yeah, street parties.
Yeah. In fact, there's that video online called Old School St. Paul's.
Yeah, I can remember that.
Yeah.
I used to live behind the front line.
Yeah.
Behind the flats.
Yeah.
And Unique Star, Loco, Qualitex, Raiders.
Yeah.
Even celebrate the riot sometimes. They used to put the sound up.
Yeah.
You know?
So these were the British equivalent of block parties, what they used to have in America. So you could string out the sound system on the street, and in those days, No hassle,
No hassle.
no one used to complain. Everyone was just enjoying a free, open air music extravaganza with sound system.
Everyone was living good them times.
Yeah,
You know?
just all we needed was a nice sunny day, and that was just an excuse to just string up 2 bucks and play music, and the whole community would just come round and just enjoy the music without no vibes, no bad vibes, no hassle. Nothing.
Yeah.
And it was just nice them times.
In those times, I suppose St Paul's was mainly Caribbean. Whereas now it's changed, hasn't it?
It's changed a bit with the gentrification and all that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's been changed.
And people who've been moved out of St Paul's as well.
I mean, we were a victim of that, like as well, because like obviously, we used to live in Montpellier, which is right next to St Paul's.
Yeah.
But as usual, what they did was they run down the powers that be, made the area run down, and there's mass unemployment, and housing was terrible. So it made you feel like you shouldn't be living there.
Yeah.
And then when these people, then we moved out, that's when they upgraded the area, and all these houses were worth millions of pounds, and then the yuppies moved in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we were victims of that too.
Yeah.
And if we knew what we knew now, we would have stayed there.
Yeah, moving black people out of an area which is highly sought after, prime real estate,
right next to the city
right
centre.
next to the city centre.
Yeah.
And to them it was just an inconvenience that there's black people living there.
Yeah, that's right. And the thing is, it was billed as, you don't want to go to St Paul's. It was always getting bad press, like crime and drugs, prostitution.
Yeah.
But that it was society made it that way then. You know what I mean? For all these things to happen, that's a different interview again.
Yeah.
That's how all that came about. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So, obviously, those were your early influences. You were both from the St Paul's area of Bristol. I mean, there'll be people watching this who don't know St Paul's, who don't know Bristol. So, obviously, I'll have to just re-emphasise things that we all know anyway.
Yeah.
So, moving on to General D.
Yeah.
Obviously, you started Mabraka Sound System. So, how did that start? And was that your first sound?
It wasn't.
Okay.
I'll correct you on that in a minute. But
yeah.
It wasn't our first sound. We, as I said to you before, Studio 17, Bastion, Locker was our inspiration for sound. So we used to, when we were at school, age 13, 14, we was like, we want to build a sound. So what we used to do, we had Skater. I don't know, he's with Qualitex at the moment, but him and his brother Brian, they were electronic geniuses.
Right.
They were the same age, we were like 13, 14. They were building preamps and amplifiers.
Right.
They built us our amplifiers and sound. We used to go out, my mum's not listening, but we used to go out to building sites and teeth wood. Teeth wood and build up speaker box, and I think it is a general thing that people used to do.
Yeah.
That's how we built up our sound. But our first sound, what was it called? It was actually, we had a sound called Warrior Sound.
And what year was this roughly?
We're talking about 82, 83.
Early 80s.
Yeah, when we were still at school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember we played, we had a proper big sound, proper amps and speakers, everything, at the age of 14, 15, yeah. So we played, I remember we played Raver Supermix the first time over Russelltown New Ventures, it was called Venture Youth Club or whatever, opposite St George School. We played them there. Then through certain things that sound went down, and then we built up another sound called Ghetto Rocker. So that was me and my brethren Culture D kind of first started that. Yeah. Then we had people, we had our other brethren that were in that. We were mainly about writing lyrics at that time.
Yeah, because in those days it wasn't the Dubplate thing. It was lyrics. It was DJs.
It was
live
DJ
DJs.
lyrics, and we were influenced by the greats in Jamaica at the time. I don't know. It was like who was it at the time? Kind of like Welton Irie and Early B and them kind of.
All these are Jamaican yard DJs.
So it was Ghetto Rocker. And then we had, so it was me and mainly Culture D that did start that, but we had our brethren that we used to all move together. Kino, we had Rudy Lee, who was a big singer.
Big singer, yeah.
Rudy Lee was around us, and a few other people, but it was mainly me, Culture D, Rudy Lee, Kino, that was in Ghetto Rocker.
Uh-huh.
So then one day, so we had the lyrics and we were writing lyrics like crazy.
Right,
Yeah, listen, and we had inspiration from Coxsone and Saxon at the time, but we were writing the lyrics, but we didn't have a sound.
Right.
But then I thought, hold on a minute, my uncle's got a sound, but he's got no mic man.
Right.
So one day I said to Culture, look, why don't we go and check my uncle and see if we could just join up, because we got the lyrics and thing, and they got the sound. So let's go. So I remember we went round to my uncle's house, checked him, and said, look, you know, we put the proposition to him,
Yeah.
and he was like, yeah, let's do it. So then we had a few practice sessions. So it was again. So at the time it was me, Culture D, Rudy Lee, Kino, Dark Asiri, my brother who's moved to Manchester now, Milton Massive, 45s, rest
45,
in peace.
yeah.
Rest in peace,
45.
45. That was Culture D's brother.
Right.
Good you. Now he was one of the foundation man them.
Yeah.
So that was Mabraka. We had a few practice sessions, and then then we started to branch out. So later on I'll tell you about our sessions, but that's how it started. You know what I mean?
So I mean, you touched on a guy who made your amps. So my next question was going to be, how easy was it to get sound system equipment in Bristol? Because other people have told me that they had to go London or Birmingham and link people like Barracuda and Lynx and these word of mouth people that would make amps.
In our early days, we were quite lucky because, like I said, we had Skater and his brother who could build amplifiers, and we were very lucky. All we had to do was chip in the money, and we got our stuff. But then obviously later on when we joined Mabraka, they went and bought from Tubby's and Barracuda and them thing there, you know what I'm saying? But early days we were very lucky. That was not even known that you could have another youth that could build amps.
So we're still talking about sort of like the first half of the 80s.
Yeah.
So what year was Mabraka started then, would you say?
Well, like I said, Mabraka was actually going before we jumped on board.
Or when you got involved.
We got involved, I would say the end of 85.
End of 85.
Yeah, end of 85, because then we had our practice sessions, and then we had probably our first big session with ravers in March of 1986.
And we'll come to that in a minute later.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to hear that later as well.
Of course, you're going to hear that. You're going to definitely hear that.
But so obviously when you were in Mabraka, how did you hear the latest reggae releases, and where did you get your music from?
Well,
because correct me if I'm wrong. In those days, end of 85, there was no pirate radio stations in Bristol.
No, there was no pirate radio station.
And Radio 1 used to play a few tunes,
the odd tunes, like
John Peel.
John Peel might have played the odd tunes.
You'd have to listen to the whole heap of,
you'd have to listen to the whole night.
Yeah, all the heavy rockers.
You might get one or two
reggae
tunes.
You hear a lot of punk rock.
Yeah, and a whole heap of punk rock, and then you might get one reggae, and even the reggae that they're playing might not be suitable to you either.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So you'd be lucky to hear anything.
Yeah.
But how we got our ears to the ground or whatever to know what was going on was the tapes.
Right.
Session tapes from the yard.
Yeah.
And at the time, Coxsone was my sound. Back
from London, yeah.
You know what I mean? All the yard sounds, Kilimanjaro, Stereo Mars, Lee's Unlimited, you know, Black Scorpio. We were rinsing them tapes.
And where did you get those tapes from? Did you buy them? Could you buy them in Bristol?
No,
or was it just
sometimes you get family to post them over for you.
You get family, but me, generally, we just know a man that had them, and we just rub them off. I remember them double tape cassettes that used to record the cassettes, and we just bring a cassette to a man and say, "Yo, rub that off for me," and you got it there. That's how I got most of my tapes.
So that's how you heard the latest tunes. But then where did you buy your music? Because other people have told me there used to be a shop that sold reggae in Montpellier, even in
Picton Street. There was one in Picton Street. But then we used to go to London, Dub Vendor. I used to go to Don Christie's records
in Birmingham
a lot. A lot, because I had family up there and I was up there a lot. And I got to know Don Christie's quite well. And or Dub Vendor or
in London.
In London.
But I mean, were there any? I mean, you're talking about 85, 86. Were there any shops in Bristol selling reggae then?
Picton Street, that's the
And
only.
that
And
was
there
it?
was Revolver. Was Revolver going at them time then? I know Revolver was a shop on Park Street that used to sell some reggae music
Yeah,
too.
because I hear that Picton Street shop wasn't a reggae shop per se.
It wasn't. No.
They sold all kinds of music, but there was no specialist reggae shop in
What
Bristol.
we used to do, we used to go like to Birmingham and London to get the bulk of our music, and if there's any little odd tune that we might see, we might go up Picton Street and say, boy, I wonder if they might have that, and just kind of supplement what you have.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But it wasn't like we went to Picton Street mainly to buy our tune. We used to have to go out of town.
Because a lot of those sounds who started in the 70s and early 80s, they were saying that they never used to go out of town, but because in those days Picton Street was the main place. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
But then maybe that was a bit before our time. Then,
Yeah,
'cause like maybe like 85, 86.
That's when things picked up.
Yeah, and
big
then
time.
we wanted the 7-inch pre-releases
Yeah.
that time. I don't think they actually did a lot of those.
Yeah.
So we had to go to London and Birmingham to get the 7-inch pre-releases that we wanted, like the latest tunes.
Cool. So, when you were with Mabraka, what venues did you play in those days? We're talking about late 85,
Late 85,
86.
86.
Yeah.
Okay, so we played at a lot of house parties. We played at St. Barnabas, which is now Malcolm X.
Yeah.
We played at this place called the House of Dread. We played at Valentine's. We played Tropics Club.
Yeah.
We played, where else did we play? Just various house parties and blues mainly, because that's what was really running. But Tropics, Valentine's, and Caribbean Club on Stapleton Road we played a couple of times
in Easton.
too. Easton.
Yeah.
Yeah, so various places.
Mm-hmm. And so, obviously, you've touched on how you heard tapes from Yard and tapes from London sounds like Saxon and Coxon. What I was going to ask you is, how did you develop your style of chatting on the mic? In every sound has a style. How did you develop that?
Me personally, or the crew?
Well, just generally
Me,
as a sound.
generally.
Yeah, and you and you know what you observed, how the sound went.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we got our influences from Yard mainly. Yeah, and then we had sounds that we used to listen to MC wise.
Yeah.
Obviously Saxon.
Yeah.
My guy that I used to listen to a lot was Philip Levy.
Philip Levi, Papa Levi.
Papa Levi. He was to me the baddest on Saxon.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, I used to listen to Jam Down Rockers, Champion.
Yeah, he's still around. He's still
around.
DJ. He's still
a
DJ.
good brethren of mine now, and that was a good thing for me. Like I used to idolize when I was younger, and then through even like Facebook, I get to know them, and we're good friends now. You know? But yeah, Champion.
Yeah.
So you see, I got my influence from them, listening to them, and in awe of them man there. Like I'm thinking, rah, them man, and even like what another man that I used to listen to, Papa San, he was on Leeds Unlimited. I was mesmerized by him.
Generation too? No, not Generation.
And yeah, even some Birmingham sounds like Now Generation, King Ali. I used to listen to all them man there. But me personally, when I used to write my lyrics, I never used to think local. If you know what I mean. I used to always picture myself being on a stage show in the Yard.
Yes.
That's how I used to write my lyrics and write it to that standard. And I used to think that I'm standing up next to Early B and them man there. I never used to think local like that.
So you set your standards high.
High.
It's not.
He was a good lyrics man still.
Yeah.
He was bad. Still.
Fine. Like you're £10.
I suppose you're gonna drop us a few lyrics now, huh?
Bloody hell. I got one, but that might kind of spoil up the Ravers thing.
Oh, see, okay. We have to hear it on the Ravers tape.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
see.
Let me see if I... Nah, you hear it on the Ravers thing. I can drop you a little thing now if you want, but...
However you feel.
Okay, well, there was one main lyrics I had to chat on the Ravers thing, yeah? And it was... I have to apologize to Snoopy from now because Loco's name get called in it.
Okay.
Right?
Sorry, bro.
So it was like, it was like, Mike Ryder, say me a Mike Ryder, Only so bitch up on a king Mabraka. Me no want EP, me no want raver, me no want raider, me no want EP, and me no want raver, me no want locker, neither I creator, no disrespect unto no sound manager, no disrespect unto no sound follower. For them sound me I go cry, me I go shed eye water. Mabraka and it done when it comes to culture. Enough MC, them a damn lofter, chat lyrics about wall and chaparita. I know them have Coop and City Road corner. Me a go wash up them out with soap and water. Line them against the wall, blindfold the bugger. Rusty him stand up like a sergeant major. And tell me, fi shoot when they give the order. Bye, then it was all over. One less pause, I fit at the mic center. Now we gonna so.
Wait. That's the first time I've had lyrics on an interview. That's wicked.
No,
the freestyle, you did not know I was going to ask you that.
No.
And you just did that head top style.
Yeah.
Wicked. Thank you very much, General D.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to hear that tape.
Now you have to hear that.
Yeah, that tape is going to be joined onto this interview. And then people will hear. But thank you very much for that, sir. And so with Mabraka, General D, what big sounds did you play with? Both foreign and
Do you know what? We were kind of leading up to that. We didn't really play. I wouldn't say that. I think the biggest sound we played. We didn't really play no big sounds, you know. If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
We played a sound called Starlight from London. We played King Josiah
From Broadwater Farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We played them. We played Meshach from Birmingham, who
became Love Injection.
Became Love Injection. We played them over the old side of St. Barnabas, which is now Malcolm X.
Yeah.
I remember that session because we dust them out that night. No word of a lie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Their MCs were on point. We had our dub plates and everything. I'll have to see if I can. I remember I did have that on a
That
tape.
was around what, 86 time?
That was 86. That was after Ravers, so it's probably the end of 86.
Yeah. Wicked. But did a lot of big sounds come to Bristol back in 86 around those
there was a lot of big sounds that came. Coxon used to come regular.
Inkworks,
Inkworks. Coxon used to come to Inkworks.
Yes, you used to live in Bristol, I heard as well.
Coxon, Coxon, they used to almost live in Bristol.
Yeah.
Saxon came a couple of times. They played Loco.
Yeah.
I remember that at Rock Pile. I remember going there. I was still at school them time then. Yeah, we sneak out and go on
I
Rock
remember
Pile.
Saxon played over the venture over the bridge nearby Cabot School in the tent.
Ooh, Saxon?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't remember that one.
That was years ago.
I remember that one.
Yeah. So the sounds used to come to Bristol.
Yeah.
But did you ever used to go out of town with Mabraka?
Yeah, we went to Gloucester, Cardiff, Newport, Preston one time.
Preston near Liverpool, wow.
Yeah, all the way out to Preston we went. Where else? I don't think we played we never got to play in London. We played in Birmingham, mostly like Bristol on the southwest, Cardiff, Newport, them kind of places.
It's so important. I mean, sound tapes are so important. We'll touch on that later because I never heard of Mabraka. I used to collect sound tapes, and then I think Angelo Falzoni, a well-known guy from Bristol, very enthusiastic brother.
Yeah, very.
He dropped a 40-minute clip of that dance you mentioned.
Starlight.
Yeah, Mabraka and Starlight. And I heard that and I thought, wow, I've got to hear more. So, do you know what I mean? It's just kind of, that's why it's so important to have these tapes.
Definitely.
You know? I mean, I've talked to some sounds, they don't have one tape to their name.
Yeah.
But still, that's ongoing. You know, we'll see if we can rectify that.
But we prided ourselves into recording our sessions. Because obviously, because we came from that cassette era, so it was important to us that we recorded our sessions. So we were hot on that. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because that's how we learned the thing. So we wanted to make sure that our thing was documented too. Yes. You see what I mean? So so there's a whole heap of Mabraka tapes about. Wicked. But it's just to collect them and put them in one. But I've got, like I said, I've got a few. Some of my brethren's got a few, so we just have to kind of. You're going to probably wish you didn't tell me there were Mabraka.
Well, once I hear this tapes of a sound, I don't let go.
Somebody somewhere have got a few.
Yeah. That's good. So, obviously, a vibesy sound, lyrics, and everything. In Bristol, if that was the main place where you played, who were your main friendly rivals and competitors? 'Cause obviously there's usually a rivalry with one other sound or maybe a few sounds. Was there any sound that you particularly enjoyed sparring with? Definitely. I mean, at the time it would be a music of war, afterwards you'd be friends. But, you know, in the musical battlefield, what was your main competitor?
Definitely, without a doubt, Ravers.
Raver Supermix.
Because that was a proper kind of rivalry, because St. Paul's Eastern.
Right, so Ravers was from Eastern.
They were from Eastern.
Okay.
And we were from St. Paul's.
And which are two, those people who don't know these areas, Eastern and St. Paul's are two main areas of Afro-Caribbean settlement in Bristol, and they're joined together, separated by a roundabout.
That's right,
Yeah.
M32 roundabout.
M32 roundabout.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry, you were saying.
So yeah, so Ravers and us, we were proper rivalry because, like I said, the Eastern and St. Paul's thing, and also because Ravers were kicking up a storm. At one time, they were doing stage shows, and they had a white guy called Private that was carrying on away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we would sit back and we was like, boy, them man, we can't make them man there outshine us like this. We have to make sure they know that we could do certain things too. So we just let them have their little run. They went and they were doing stage shows here, there and everywhere, and they were being like big stars. They were like the kind of like the Saxon of Bristol at the time. You know what I mean? But because we used to like listen to Coxsone a lot. We were like Coxsone, so it was like a Coxsone-Saxon rivalry kind of thing. So we were more on the Coxsone side. So we just said, nah, man, we can't let them man there outshine us, because we know what we can do. And then again, which you're gonna hear like after this, we bucked them up at the Ravers and Mabraka dance in the March of 1986.
Yeah, I think someone else, even before you told me about this dance, I know there's some next man, I know there's Snoopy was telling me about this dance when Mabraka went wicked against Ravers.
I was listening to it on the way down.
See. So, I mean, how did you, with that clash and just normally, how did you used to prepare for those clashes?
Do you know what? We used to practice a lot. Yeah, we used to practice a lot because my uncle was a manager, one of the managers along with Busby. My uncle was a youth manager at Dockland Settlement. So he had access to the space there. So he used to we used to string up the sound down there in the gym. And we used to just play music, and we used to come down there, we used to ride the rhythms, and we used to have little practice sessions. So you didn't have to resort to the next man's yard, you had a big open area. So we could test out the sound at the same time, and we used to chat our lyrics and everything, you know?
So, and in those days, 86, the dubplate thing, was it a big thing? Had you cut any dubplate specials then?
Well, it wasn't necessarily a big thing, but it was a big thing for us.
Right.
So we had to get our dubplates, and we had a good link that we were getting dubbed from Jammies. We had a direct link.
And these were not your old style dubplates, which is a different cut to the tune. This is the singer's actual, the DJ's actually saying the sound's name on the dubplate. Yeah,
because I remember we had at the time we had sort of Don Angelo, Super Black, Cockatee.
Wow, Cockatee.
Yeah, we had all them man there on dubplate, you know what I mean? And when the Panani rhythm just come in, we had all them tunes, and even we had some Little John. We were kind of alright on the dubplate side of things, you know what I mean? Yeah.
And what did you used to go to Jamaica to cut them dubplates?
No, we never had to. We had, like I said, we had a direct link, so we just used to get our local money together, send it over the yard, and they would just send us.
And they would just send it.
They just send it back. We never had to go yard.
Wicked. And
never had to go, which was not really was kind of unheard of then, because more time people had to go over. But we had such a trusted link that we could just send the money and they just send it back.
So I mean, was 86 when Mabraka started cutting dubplate specials, or had you started cutting? Had they started cutting them before 86?
No, I would say 86. We were proper.
Still quite early for a sound to cut dubplates.
We had some serious dubplates.
So we touched on the clash, the memorable clash between obviously Mabraka and Ravers Supermix. So what are your memories of that? Of that dance.
Wow.
Because the viewers will be able to hear it after this interview, but I just wanted to set the scene.
Okay, well, it was like I said, it was a tense rivalry that was running for weeks, and you know, coming up to the day. And I remember the day of the dance, rave. We wanted to, because it was in a house. We wanted to be on the ground floor, because obviously when you're on the first floor, it's a bit jumpy, and when things get lively, the stylists could jump up and things. So we wanted to get there early and go downstairs. But Supermix beat us to it. Right. So they come down, they string up downstairs, and we're like, oh.
So this clash was in a house?
It was in a house.
Wow, in a blues?
It was a party, it was like a big house though.
Yeah.
Big, like 5-room, massive house.
Yeah.
But it was, you know what I mean, that's how it was.
Wow.
So, yeah, they string up downstairs and we string up, and then we were having a little few technical problems early on, but we sorted that out. Yeah. And then, you know, then they started to kind of chuck it a bit, and because they underestimated us. They just said, Mabraka, because obviously, like I said to you, they were on a roll at the time. Yeah. And they just thought, Mabraka, who are they? Like, you know, they just underestimated us, but they didn't know what we were capable of. So we just carried on. We was chatting, doing our little thing, and then one of them must have said something. I think one of them must have said something to us, and it just kind of triggered something. Yeah. And then we just went into overdrive with killer sound mode. We went into that.
And you killed them on the night with lyrics and
lyrics and dub plays. You will hear it on the tape.
Wow.
Lyrics, dub plays, everything. And then, but you see, as youths, okay, ravers had their MCs. We had our MCs, but we had, I would say, 2 secret weapons over there. One secret weapon was we had 45s as our mixer. You know them time that there was those mixers that you, not on the set, but there was like a cable, and it was just like a mixing.
Okay, yeah. So when the DJ is riding the rhythm, you can cut the bass on it.
Cut the bass on, it was like a remote, not remote, but it was kind of remote.
You see that in the old videos.
I think I don't know, but I think we were one of the first sounds in Bristol. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. Somebody might say that it was them, but I think we were the first sound that had
still
that.
Got that, you know.
Yeah.
It's still in the record box.
Mabraka was the first sound that had that. So that was our secret weapon too, because while we're riding the rhythm, we got 45, rest in peace, yeah? He was the man that was just mixing, and then he would go down, and that would build up another vibes to the crowd as well, when you see them going down, and one foot in the air, and, you know?
That's what I used to do.
Yeah, Mikey was bad at that.
Mixing the bass with
the lyrics.
With the lyrics,
yeah. And there was one part in that dance, in the Ravers dance, because I did chat the lyrics earlier, the bit where I said, bye bye, then it was all over. So because Fives was right there, so I could touch him and say, all right, just keep that bit out, just, you know, cut that bit out. So when I said bye bye, and I touched him, and he know to cut that bit out, so that emphasized it even more.
Sometimes you got to listen to the rhythm.
So I said bye bye, then and he cut that out when it was all over, and then plays mashup. So that was our secret weapon. The next secret weapon that we had a singer, Rudy Lee. No other sound had a singer. And he was crazy.
Bad singer.
Bad singer. You know what I'm saying? So those were our secret weapons that we kind of have an edge over the other sounds, because no other sound had a singer. You know, and Rudy Lee was bad because he was bad on the culture, bad on the girls, tune them. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we were killing sound so much, we just said, boy, we have to cool it down. Come in. Rudely, come in. You know what I mean? And Rudely would sing off a little thing for the girls, them, and calm it down, you know?
Yeah, so that's kind of, you know, obviously one of the memorable clashes. Any other, before we move on to Imperial Force, any other memorable stories about Mabraka?
Oh, there's a few, man. I remember we played His Majesty Sound. You remember His Majesty Sound?
Bristol Sound?
Bristol Sound.
Okay, yeah.
We were playing them in Inkworks one time, and we were killing them. Them time that we just had fresh batch of dubs from Jammies again. Yeah. Killing them with lyrics, music, dubs, everything. And then, boy, they wasn't firing that night. It wasn't their night that night, and the promoters just said, boy, you have to go pack up, you know. So could you imagine? The promoter said to them they have to pack up. So could you imagine? We're there playing, going through, mashing, chatting, telling them about all their sounds rubbish and telling them to pack up their sound, and they were actually packing up their sound. And they had to string down their sound while we were playing. That was embarrassing.
Oh, if only the videos are around.
That's what I'm saying. What was the other time? There was another time. I'm not even going to mention the name of the sound. We were playing in Gloucester. We were driving back from Gloucester, and so we saw, and it was a rival sound, right? So we were driving back, and we saw a couple of the man with a petrol can. So I was like, I know them man did that. So we just pull over and say, "Well, go on." He goes, "Yo, we just run out of petrol down the road there, you know." So we said, "Why? All right. So you want us to take how far away from?" He said, "Why, about 3 miles." He said, "All right. Should we just take the petrol can for you and drop it to the brother then?" I said, "Yeah, man. Please, respect." So we took the petrol can. So we drive up to the car now, right? The car that was run out of petrol. So we pull up beside it. So we act like we didn't know what was going on. We never told them that we had a petrol can, right? So we said to them, "Yo, what go on?" So you them on them now? "Yo, we just chill out, you know? We just
You're styling it.
Yeah, well, we just take a little break, you know, car, you know."
They didn't want you to know they'd run out of petrol.
But they didn't know that we had the petrol can in the car. So we said, "Oh, so you don't need a petrol can then?" "No, sorry, yeah, man,
And
we had some funny times.
You did help them out in the.
Oh yeah, we did it, but after we laughed quite a long time over it, you know what I mean? We kind of killed it for a bit.
Well,
But I mean, we gave it to them in the end. You know?
yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you're talking about 1986, I don't know. From my limited knowledge, there weren't many sounds that were playing Dubplate specials in Bristol in '86, were they?
I don't think so. I think Raiders might have had a couple.
Yeah.
Ravers had a couple, but not to the level that we had them.
Yeah. So you were like the first sound
prolific
on Dubplate.
Prolific that were playing like the latest Dubplates,
yeah.
that were sounds were playing in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Soon as. So we had, the link was so strong, certain tunes that jammies were playing, we would get them straight.
See.
And we were playing them in Bristol. But you see, at the time, I don't think they were ready for it. Because we were kind of a bit too far ahead, because they weren't ready for them dub plates then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, we had some big tunes, man, Trying to Conquer Me, and Down in the Ghetto, Little John, we was playing on dub, and like Don Angelo, and we even had Chakademus. Yeah.
Wow.
Chakademus we had on them from them times.
So that was obviously Mabraka, and then Mabraka evolved. I mean, sorry, before we move on to Imperial Force, is there anything else you wanted to share with us about Mabraka that we haven't touched on?
Just that I don't care what anybody says, yeah. Any sound we played, we dust them, we killed all sounds that we played, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, this has got to be documented. I mean, some man might not tell you the truth, but the sound then was frightened for us, like puss, as my uncle would say. You know what I mean? They were frightened of us because we had dub plates, we had the lyrics, and we were coming from. That's another thing I wanted to touch on with Mabraka. Alright, then you had the other sounds that were chatting lyrics like the Ravers and Raiders, right? But you see, us, we were chatting lyrics, conscious lyrics, about things that were going on around us. We had lyrics about the riots, the 1980 riots. We had things about, I had lyrics about famine in Ethiopia, and certain Bible lyrics I had. You know, Rudy Lee would sing about, you know, man and man, I forget them culture, and we were cultural conscious.
You weren't talking about women, guns and stuff like that?
No, we were conscious because of our upbringing, because it's like Rastaman did grow us.
We come from a Rastaman
we
family.
come from a Rastaman family, and most of us come from that kind of background. So we were just conscious in what we were chatting. We were very careful in what lyrics that we came out with.
So it was reality and
lyrics, because like I said, we chat things that went around us, that were going on around us. Anytime the front line got raided, we did the lyrics about it. You know what I mean? Things that were going on around, and we were very, very conscious, and that's what kind of set us apart as well.
So obviously that was Mabraka. I mean, so big things with Mabraka in 86, 87, 88. And when did Mabraka change? Because there was a change with the sound.
There was a change.
What was the background and the circumstances?
Okay, so I would say round about, I think it was more soon after the Qualitex session.
You played Qualitex when? When was that?
In 1988.
88.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so there were certain politics that went on.
As with a lot of sounds.
With a lot of sounds,
yeah.
and it kind of brought around a bit of a split with the sound. Yeah. So yeah, all I'm gonna say is that there were some certain politics. The sound then kind of split into two, where some people went with Unique Star and some people went with Imperial Force.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and no bad vibes thing. It was just how it was.
So Imperial Force was in existence.
No,
it wasn't in existence.
No.
Okay.
It was formed out of that Mabraka, the transformation, if you like.
Yeah.
You know, so then so the Imperial Force now was more a family sound.
Yeah.
With my uncle Jabalani and all my other uncles was in it. Then Mikey was in it as well as a mixer. I used to select, but don't forget them times it changed. It wasn't more about MCs then. Although it did start off. It did kind of start off because I was MCing with Tipper Ranks and
Uncle Wayne was selecting.
And selecting, yeah. I wasn't selecting at first. I was MCing.
I can remember the first dance.
Yeah. Romantic Bubbler at Inkworth.
From Bristol, from
Birmingham. Yeah.
So this was Imperial Force. Now we're talking about.
Yeah.
Started what? 89 was it?
I would say 88.
88.
End of 88.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still with the DJ era still there.
Yeah, it kind of we started off with that, and then it kind of evolved to where it was more the music, like the two turntable thing.
Yeah, the juggling
stuff. Back in the 90s.
It was I think end of kind of 89 that kind of started.
Yeah. So that's when it started. And so the DJ thing was there, but more and more crept in the juggling style and the dubplates. Yeah. And MikeyD, what was your role in Imperial Force?
Well, I was the mixer and learning how to operate the sound with my uncle.
So how old were you when Imperial Force started?
I think I was about 19, 18, I think.
Yeah.
I think I was younger than that.
You were younger than that?
Yeah, about 14, 15.
Yeah, you were still...
Because my cousin or my uncle used to take me, because I'm around my family.
Yeah,
I used to just go with them. I used to move the boxes.
Yeah.
I started learning the mix from 45 and just doing that really.
So you're too young to get involved when Mabraka were on the scene?
Yeah, I was too young. But I know because Mabraka used to play at my brother's christening.
Okay.
In the house party and that. And it used to be nice and bubbling.
Yeah. So and then you got more involved with
Imperial
Imperial
Force.
So 88 is when Imperial Force started. And obviously, what was your kind of like, how did you pursue Imperial Force in terms of how they played and what you wanted the sound to do? What were your aims with Imperial Force?
Well, it was mainly because it was my uncles that were the sort of more, I would say, that the decision makers on that sound. Yeah, my uncles, because they were financing it.
Yeah.
So they kind of, although they did consult me with certain things.
Yeah.
But obviously they were putting the money in. So as to equipment and stuff like that, obviously I had a hand in the music, buying the music, and I mean, we even went to one of my other uncles went to a yard in '89 to cut some dubplates, and we cut at that time Shabba, Wayne Wonder, who else was it?
Candyman, yeah.
Ninja was meant to come to the session, but when we went to pick him up from his yard, he was in some fight with some man and took out a cutlass to chop up a man.
Oh, okay.
So the guy that we was with said, "Nah, man, you have to left Ninja. You can't come out studio with them negative vibes, you know." So we had to left Ninja. So it was Wayne Wonder, Shabba. I remember Wayne Wonder and Shabba was in the car. And Wayne Wonder was at the back of the car, quiet, very quiet guy, wouldn't say much, but Shabba was there, yeah man, Shabba's bigger. Yeah, I mean, we went to studio, went to jammies and cut the dubs there, man.
Yeah, so there's none of this posting for dub plates. This time you
Yeah.
actually went to Jamaica.
We went to Jamaica and cut the dub plates there. Yeah.
Shabba and Wavy One, the combination.
Combination, yeah, man.
And Mikey D, did you go to Jamaica as well?
I always go to Jamaica, but I never got into the music to get the dubs.
Not at
But
that
I
time.
got my family over there.
Yeah.
Darren went over to see my cousin and that,
Yeah.
and they bring him to the studio and everything.
See. So you were the apprentice.
Yeah, I'm
with the
apprentice. Yeah.
scene. So you were buying dub plates, going to Jamaica, and so what was the plan with the decision makers for Imperial Force? Was Imperial Force going to be one of those dub plate clashing sounds, or were you still going to be a local entertaining sound?
I think originally, because obviously, like I said, things when we, in the inception, it first started off the MC thing, innit?
Yeah, MC thing.
And then it went on to the clashing.
Yeah, clashing.
Thing.
Yeah.
Because I remember we played.
You played Unique Star.
We played Unique Star over Eastern Community Centre with Qualitex, Unique Star, and there was another sound. Was it 4 sound? Equator, was it?
No,
I don't think so.
No, it was. I remember it was definitely Unique Star, Qualitex. I remember Unique, because we was in the middle, yes sir. Unique Star was there, Qualitex was there.
What year is this roughly, would you say?
Oh, 92?
92.
I've got that tape as well, so
Yeah, you got that tape.
I've got that tape. So obviously just our bit,
Yeah,
because it was taped from our sound.
Yeah.
But I remember that was a wicked dance. Because that dance finished early for some reason. I think the guy who owned it, or the caretaker, come and plug out the plug early.
Wow.
And I remember, because I was selecting them time then,
Yeah.
and I remember,
And we had a new, no one in Bristol could attest my uncle's sound, the sound, because the preamp alone and the amps quality.
Yeah.
It's,
But listen, you see before
turbo boost on it.
Yeah.
Turn out the BS.
But before the guy, the caretaker, because I know the caretaker that said, listen, you got to finish now, and we weren't going to finish, and he just plugged out the plug. But you see, before he pulled out the plug, I did have some ratty tune lineup, to play that never got to play. Seriously. So that dance should have gone.
We had music like there because we had the record shop at the same time.
We had the record.
What was the
shop
name
too.
of the record shop?
One Stop.
I remember that was on Sussex Place.
Sussex Place. That was our record shop.
Opposite Tasties almost.
Yeah. That was our record shop.
When did that record shop start?
Gosh, that was around about the same time, 88.
88.
And I remember we used to go Jetstar every Sunday to pick up the tunes.
Sunday and Wednesday.
So you used to buy them wholesale from London?
From London. And I remember, because obviously I was raving them time there.
Yeah.
I used to be out all Saturday night to early Sunday morning, and me and my aunt, and I used to just sometimes just go quick fresh.
Yeah, and go jump in the car.
And jump in the car, gone to London to go on to Jetstar, pick up music, select. Yeah, man. Every Sunday.
So you had the record shop as well?
We had a record shop, yeah.
And how long was that around for?
Quite well, about 5 or 8 years.
Maybe about 5 years.
So it was around till almost the mid-90s.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know that my uncle was, quite known in the area, and he used to put on a lot of big dances, big shows, and the top
Budger
Banton, we used to bring down Luciana.
Wow.
So we played at all those dances.
Yeah.
So that was a good outlet for us.
Definitely, you've got the sound system, you've got the record shop, you can buy the latest tunes, and you've got the connections with the promotions as well.
Yeah.
So that's where you play as well.
That's where we played, yeah.
Because every Christmas, Imperial Force used to play alongside Stone Love.
Yes, the Stone Love every Christmas used to play Malcolm X quite often.
And that was my uncle's promotion. He was a big promoter.
Yeah, and those people that know Stone Love, they're one of the biggest juggling sounds from Jamaica, still going strong.
We play against alongside Travellers.
Yeah, Travellers. Another
LP.
We played Coxon.
Yeah.
And we supplied the sound. Remember when Addies played Love Injection?
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that. That was about 94.
That was in Bristol?
That was in Bristol, Malcolm X.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you, Imperial Force sound system.
We kind of did the early juggling.
Yeah.
And then Addies played on our sound.
Right.
Against Love Injection.
Yeah.
We played against Love Injection.
And we played Love Injection. We played Love Injection.
So as Imperial Force, you played a lot of big sounds.
Big
sounds.
We played big sounds.
Yard sounds, like you mentioned.
Black Scorpio.
Black
we
Scorpio.
played Black Scorpio,
Yeah. What other sound did you play with as Imperial Force?
Quite a few,
I think we played. Did we play Saxon?
Yeah, played Saxon.
Saxon.
That Saxon that was at Wolverhampton.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, General D wasn't there at the time.
I didn't know.
I can remember we had to lift up the speakers up the stairs.
Yeah.
And I never know the music.
Yeah.
Because oh God, that was the first.
So as Imperial Force, you actually played out a lot more than when you were with Mabraka.
Yeah, because we had the financial backing behind us
Yeah.
with Imperial, which we didn't have with Mabraka.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, we were able to play more bigger venues and play bigger sounds.
What sort of towns did you visit then with Imperial Force?
We went Hereford, didn't we?
Went Hereford, Birmingham, Manchester one time, London.
Devon.
Yeah, we went loads of places.
So you played a lot more venues outside of Bristol.
Yeah.
Played a lot of the bigger sounds like Black Scorpio,
Yeah.
Stone Love,
Yeah.
Travellers, Coxon,
Yeah.
Love Injection.
Saxon,
Yeah.
King on the Lied.
King Alloy
Yeah, King
from
Alloy.
Birmingham. Yeah.
Family Tree.
Family Tree.
Yeah.
That was with Shaka Demons and Pliers when they came to Bristol.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you played as well at the big dances and the big shows as well.
Yeah.
So a very well-known sound
Yeah,
in the Dubplate
at
era.
the time,
At the time.
Yeah.
So obviously clashes locally and out of town. Dubplates, who, as Imperial Force now, we're talking about obviously the early 90s,
Yeah.
late 80s, early 90s.
Late early 90s.
Locally, was there any rivalry with any particular sounds?
Locally, what?
Or was that not a factor because you
Not
were
really.
playing out of town, people were coming into Bristol and you were playing with the big sounds anyway?
I think there might have been like a kind of friendly rivalry with Unique Star just because of how the split happened, but
Yeah.
I don't think we ever did get to play apart from that
The community.
the Eastern Community Centre thing. But it wasn't like a bad vibes thing. It was
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
friendly rivalry.
Friendly rivalry.
Yeah, it's a friendly rivalry because everybody grew up together and
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
lived in the same town.
Hmm.
It's just music, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, definitely. So big things with Imperial Force. So how long was Imperial Force around for?
Not that long, really. It was about 8. Okay, so if we started at 88, I would say we were going to what? 94, 95?
No, a bit longer than that still.
I've seen a clip in a documentary of Imperial Force playing at Carnival in '98.
Because I was the one who was playing. Like,
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a documentary called the Bristol Sound, which you could see online, but then it's vanished
I
now.
think
gone.
it was about
It's
80. I think it was 90.
Yeah, I think that was made 90.
Yeah.
Judging by the tunes, it was 97, 98.
Yeah,
when they
90,
made
because I
that.
moved to London in 99. You see.
Yeah. So Imperial Force was still playing in some shape or form well into the 90s. Yeah.
Still there now.
Still playing now. But what caused you to stop Imperial Force to stop playing then?
Again, politics.
Okay.
As it happens in every sound system.
Yeah.
And it was kind of also with the fact that it was a family thing, so it was a bit of, this, not disagreements, but difference of opinion then. And people had different ideas of where the sound wanted to go.
Of course, yeah.
And then it kind of just didn't start. I mean, everybody started doing other things then. Like my uncle carried on with the promotion thing and the record shop, and other uncles went into other music in different forms. I went into music doing other things too. Mikey went into doing other stuff.
So did you start in producing and stuff like that? Or?
Yeah, I started. I mean, after that, what I was doing, then I joined up with Scratchulous.
Scratchulous.
Yeah, and then we would do
an artist
DJ.
from.
No, he was a DJ.
DJ.
Played music.
Yeah.
So he was playing the music. I was the MC, and we kind of ran the place for a while. And then I went into kind of more like after that, managing artists and doing my own events and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So I just went still in the music. Music can't leave you,
Yeah.
So you're doing it in some form.
Of course.
You know?
And Mikey D.
Me, I just go with the flow.
Yeah.
I still play music, but I like to go back into it again,
Yeah. But you still DJ.
Yeah.
You still do.
My friend helps me out, like mixing and that.
Yeah.
Bag Brown from Raiders still.
Bagger Brown from Raiders. Yeah.
I know him since I was 4 years old.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that he taught you how to mix.
Yeah,
as
he
well.
showed me how to mix.
Original, he was Raiders 32. He's the manager of Raiders 32 sound now. Yeah. So everyone gets on.
Yeah.
You know, it's one community. You may have rivalry in the dance hall, but it's a friendly rivalry, and it's all music. Everyone
It's all
understands.
music,
Yeah, that's brilliant. So obviously, Imperial Force kind of like stopped playing what, mid-90s, would you say? Or
Yeah, I'd say mid-90s.
Yeah.
mid-90s, and the sound is still there. The dubplates are still there.
The dubplates are still there. The sound's still there.
Classic
But,
dubplates there.
yeah, but we
Yeah.
still do. I even did a few dubplates.
Yeah. You made.
I wouldn't mind hearing some of them because I did some dubplates for Imperial Force.
And Tipper Rankin.
And Tipper Ranks and
Rudy Lee.
Rudy Lee did some
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Rudy Lee was around the sound a bit.
Yeah,
But he was more freelance because he did used to sing on Unique Star as well.
yeah.
He was more freelance sometimes, but he did a few dubs for Imperial as well.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And Black Roots.
He did stuff with Black Roots too.
Yeah. So the sound is still there if it never needs to come back. Plays. We used to play at Carnival once in a while.
once
As
in a
well.
But you know what the worst thing about it
Yeah.
is moving the boxes and that. No one want to move the boxes.
No, that's it. That's
So
it.
the sound system is
You know,
very
that's it.
CD
No.
pouch business.
Yeah.
The
That's it. It's
laptop
gone to that
business.
now, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have some double bins. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Seriously,
you hear
no.
these people from Saxon and Coxon, you know, in interviews online say, "These boys don't know about sound system, CD pouch. No man, I used to wreck some of my best clothes lifting
Yeah,
speaker
yeah.
box. You know,
We used to I remember lifting quad boxes into a house
wow,
to play sound.
and going upstairs. As well.
Upstairs with quad boxes and that. That was
Mad.
stress, man.
Madness.
But yeah, it's easy now, isn't it? Just
Yeah.
your laptop and your
Yeah.
USB stick.
Yeah. So just to obviously wind up Imperial Force, I mean, what would you say is a memorable clash with Imperial Force? We mentioned obviously Mabraka's,
Yeah.
one of the memorable. With Imperial Force, what would be your most memorable clash
Me,
be
I
for
think
you?
for me
Yeah.
is the one at Eastern, with Unique Star, Qualitex. That was
Yeah.
the memorable clash for me.
Mine was Coxon.
And yours,
Coxon.
Mikey D, was
Yeah.
Coxon.
Coxon, yeah,
What do you
yeah.
remember about that night then?
I don't
Well,
want to
man,
remember that. Now.
That's when Tipper went into it though, innit? Tipper Rankin. He had some lyrics. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Just mixing and just going through.
Yeah.
There's
So
loads of clashes.
loads of clashes.
Yeah.
So was that a memorable clash for vibes?
That was my first.
Yeah, it was vibes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the vibes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember they had Tenor Fly, Daddy Freddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they never had the full crew though. But
Right.
I think like 2 weeks after Unique Star played them and it was with Kid Tubbies, I think. That was a good dance.
And those people that don't know Coxon Sound, the legendary London sound with some legendary DJs. So if you're playing against them, it's like in a heavyweight contest, you're playing against Mike Tyson back in the
Trust
day.
me.
Yeah.
Trust me. Like I said, that we looked up to Coxon.
And you
from
looked up to
Bristol.
that sound and used to listen to that
And
tape.
listen to
Yeah.
them and
So you're playing against people you used to idolise.
yeah. Coxon, man. We used to like how, because don't forget, it was Coxon and Saxon back in the day. You
From
either
London.
you liked Saxon or Coxon.
Yeah.
And we were always Coxon because of the music.
Mm.
The music, the dub play. Coxon was the first sound I heard play Frankie Paul, Pinchers.
Yeah.
The
People say
Junior
that.
Reed.
People say that Saxon was more DJs, Coxon was more music.
If you wanted music, Coxon.
Yeah.
Lyrics and MC, definitely Saxon.
Definitely. So you guys are still around. The sounds are still around,
Yeah.
and more importantly for us who can just live off these memories, some of the sound tapes are still around.
Yes.
So basically, what would your message be, General D, to the public and generally to the fans of your sound system and to the community as a whole? What would be your message to people watching this interview?
Just basically to just keep the reggae music and the sound system vibe alive,
Yeah.
by keeping, letting off the tapes, man. Why are you people like holding on to these tapes? Let people hear them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of tapes that's going around. Why should one man get the benefit of that? Let them off, man.
Because you can't play them, can you?
You can't, yeah. You put them online so people can hear what was going on back in the day. It's like yourself, you were saying that you never really heard of Mabraka or you never heard of a certain Edda Sound. And that's because people didn't want to let off the tapes. And the reason why we heard Edda Sounds is because people let off the tapes.
Yeah.
Saxon, Coxon, the Yard Sounds. That's how we heard them. That's how they got around. So let off the tapes.
Yeah, it's not as if people can become millionaires overnight
No,
with it. I mean,
let
there's
the
bigger
tapes
sound
off.
tapes online. You know what I mean?
Let the tapes off, man.
Yeah.
Because there's some good sounds.
Yeah.
Bristol had some good sounds. So why not let the world hear
Yeah.
what we were carrying on with.
Spot on. I mean, when I interviewed Raiders 32, and you'll hear this on the interview, they have got suitcases full of tapes, but the person that has them obviously is not letting them off.
Yeah.
There was interviewed Snoopy from Unique Star. Basically, they've got a whole heap of tapes.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
But they're with the partner of a deceased member of Unique Star,
Exactly.
and apparently they're not being let off. But this is history, and you can't take these with you when you pass away.
no.
You can't play them nowadays.
You can't.
All I'm saying is I will digitize them for you, right? Give you back CD copies if you want.
Yeah, wicked.
And no one's making no money out of
No,
this.
it's just
You know
it's
what
for
I
the
mean?
culture. It's
It's
for
for
the love of
it's
it.
for the history.
Yeah, the history.
Because 20 years down the line, a youth listening to this interview, will want to wonder, I've heard so many good stories from Mikey D and General D. How can I hear it for
That's
myself?
what I'm saying.
And we're not talking about ancient Egypt. We're talking about modern living
these
memories.
things were documented.
Yeah.
So where are they?
Yeah.
But the one good thing, what I could say, is that some of the best sessions we have got them, like the Mabraka and Ravers, and Mabraka Qualitex. Some of those sessions, we've actually got them decades. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
But there's even a lot more that are out there.
You can make fans, 30 years, 40 years after the sound ended.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of these youngsters are listening to Saxon tapes now, which are online.
Yeah.
And they they weren't even born.
Exactly.
And they're listening to Saxon tapes.
Yeah. I just want to touch on another thing as well. There's another thing that really kind of, peed me off. Yeah. While we were doing our thing back in the day, we never really got much support from people in Bristol, right? Nobody wouldn't support you and say, boy, as a youth then, we're looking to certain big man to say, yeah man, you're bad, carry on doing what you do. We never really got much of that. We kind of boosted up ourselves, each other, but we never really got it from outside.
Yeah,
but you see,
bias,
but you see, as soon as the sound crashed and was no more,
they laugh
you got some big, you got some big man and said, boy, what? Mabraka mash up? When it was bad, when I used to go on with it. And I'm thinking, but where were you when we were like playing?
People only miss someone when they pass away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I said, where were you giving us our support and that, that boost when we needed it from you? You never give it us that. Then now the sound ain't no more. You're coming and telling us like we were bad. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. Though.
And Mikey D, what would be your message to the people then?
Just keep the music going, really.
Yeah.
That's music is your life, really.
Yeah.
When you're down, it brings you up.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely. Well, I just
I
wanted
miss
to
the clashes though.
Yeah.
The juggling, and the mixing. I used to be a
I love that.
mixer.
Yeah, I miss all that, man.
But then people is the MC,
Well,
Sometimes you hear the fuck on
that.
go on.
I miss it. But you'll hear all that, like, you see with the Ravers and Mabraka, you could hear the crowd in there. Crazy.
Yeah.
Whistle, fuggle and everything.
Yeah, no, I'm just hoping, that one day, the sound system equipment's there, the dubplate's there, the tunes are there, that you get a chance to play again in the future.
That would be nice.
A nice, memorial dance. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be memorial dance. People are still.
I was
still
even
play.
trying to get the man them together because it was like, I think it was a 25 year or 20 years or 25 years. And I said, look, man, let's get together and see if we could do something. But everybody's busy doing their thing, and I couldn't get all the man them together, and so that never happened. But you never know.
Right, but first of all, thank you very much for your time.
Oh, thank
you.
you.
Had to drive from next city. You
Yeah.
weren't even in Bristol today,
No.
General D. You had to drive from next city just to be here, so I appreciate that. And
No.
Mikey D as well. This was short notice for you as
Yeah.
well. So many thanks for your
No,
time.
thank you.
Respect,
Like I keep
respect.
saying, man, these things have to be documented, and the true story has to come out. You know what I'm saying?
But before we end, I just want to say thank you, and you have a message for the viewers not to tune off yet.
Listen, don't log off right just yet, because you're gonna hear the Mabraka versus Raver Super Mix. Wicked bad session.
Straight after this interview.
Straight after this.
Thank you, guys.
All right, respect.
Respect.
Really, people.
You like Admiralty Ben. Say. Me feel the vibe, me feel the vibe, me feel the dancehall vibe. Vibe, me feel the vibe, me feel the dancehall vibe.
Want you to know that I am professional. I never smoke no sensi. I never sniff no cocaine. It's just a natural vibe moving in my brain and telling me, sing a song, sing along, sing a song, sing a golden hit song. When this vibe reaches me, I just have to sing out.
What are they? We be book stick.
Can't keep it as no secret and close my mouth. Yeah.
What I mean, session say.
Prove it to everyone and let them understand. Reggae music on but I'm from. Who don't want believe me can't make them want because I me feel the vibe. Heavy vibe. I feel the vibe. Whoa. I feel the natural vibe. I feel the vibe. Heavy vibe. I feel the vibe. Whoa. Feel the natural vibe. It reaches me when I'm asleep and when I'm awake. Yeah. Matter when, where, or how it reaches me, I appreciate. On the stage, in the dance, or in the studio, the vibes reach me and the lyrics are flow. From me head straight down to me toe. It reaches me when I'm high and it reaches me when I'm low because I'm missing the vibe.
So let's see, I know. No go long selector. Saying. Can you tune to the bound champion sound like Mighty Mabraka? Also last time I know I do some mic chest. G what da ding dong, what da ding, we be boom stick la. So what da ding, what da dong ding la. So what da ding. 1 second 5 and go and mix. Saying, Kaya chemist. So what da ding, what da dong ding, boom. So what da ding, hurry be bong ding la. So what da ding, we be bong stick. So we tell them, how what da ding. What a dang ding it name, Secretary General because you're ready and charge. Secretary General because you're ready and charge. Secretary General because you're ready and charge. Shoes from me foot and Mr. Shirt from me back. Lyric na me head so you feel respect that. Listen General, me just write down the track. You like me can chat it non-stop. Chat it round the clock, me I go chat it round the clock. Listen this you say me I chat it non-stop. Listen this you to ride up the red track. Like stuck and lime, stuck and dead, stuck and dead. This is the this time your lyrics like that. Lyrics like a this time is the lyrics like a that. Lyrics now me meant to make a man fire shot. This are you man me and the cream and the carpet name. Lyric not stop on catching lyric non-stop. Oh, lyric not stop on catching lyric non-stop. Livestock a livestock, dead stock a dead stock. This simple Mabraka we and cream and the crop. You lying criminals mount Mr. Top. No say Mabraka Sound we have to raise the topic name. How want that day? What that down big? What pull on the selector? Sing. Or is again so last time no go long selector culture. Cause you're done boy. Sing. You like Baritone Levi. Sing.
It's a diet for
Yes.
Get up, stand up, and get up, stand up, and get up, stand up, and dance. You know you mean you come near me like a diarrhea. Walk with your shape and then you walk with your
So last time so we talk.
You know you mean you come near me like a diarrhea. Walk with your tape and then you walk with your cassette. Who don't like it can bite it. Cause when we come a dance hall, I strictly the music we charge back. And every time we count Mr. Paper. Ooh-wee. Get up, stand up, and get up, stand up, and get up, stand up, and dance. Get up, stand up, and get up, stand up, and get up, stand up, and
Yeah, man.
dance. Get up, stand up, and get up.
Mabraka Sound. Put the bye-bye. Put the bye-bye.
Get up, stand up, and get up, stand up, and dance. Ha. You smash my car. You smash my car. Into dance, oh, it's so tight.
Here's a tuning nice and easy. See? So step it up. Put the bye-bye. Rough sound. Mabraka Sound. bartender and the doorman. That's how we throw, man. See him every time. Put a bye bye bye.
Get up, stand up, and get up, stand up, and get up, stand up, and dance. Get up, stand up, and get up, stand up, and get up, stand up, and dance. Get up, stand up, and get up, stand up, and yes, we really do like it. When it comes to the dance of life, yes, it's wicked and wild and it's broken.
When it comes to dancehall vibes, Mabraka Sound of it every time. You don't know? Put a bye bye. Put a bye bye. Mighty Mabraka. Rough sound, rough and tough, every time. Remember that. Big request to the Rocker Posse. Big and lose every time. The St. Paul's massive, Eastern massive, everybody. Put a bye bye. Rough sound, you know that.
Send me at the best. Play a double deuce and them a send me little low. Play a double three and then them started to pray. Play a double five and that keep them
Barrington
alive.
Kusha
Play
Levi.
a double six and them a run from quick. Play a double black and then the people in the dance.
Yeah, man. Go on. Back in tune to the champion sound. We sound like Mabraka. See? Yeah, man. Champion sound like Mabraka sound. Just a touchdown. Right? Big request to all the ghetto masses though, yeah. Upstairs and downstairs. Every party. See ya. Yeah, man. Bubbling sound, come for roll your town. Bubbling sound, come for roll your town. With a bye bye bye, with a bye 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 bye. Rough sound, rough and tough. Remember that. Right? The man like Kusha Mikey General. Do touchdown for the turntable. Do it. Jano said this, I get a sound on head fade the top. Right? With a bye bye bye, with a bye 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 bye.
People are dancing in the streets, boy. Moving their body to the streets, reggae beat, whoa. See some of them short, me see some of them tall, whoa, no.
Yes, operator. A niceness all around. See? Now you come to me looking like the counter action. With a bye bye bye. Yeah, man. Just set it proper. See? Right? Lord have mercy. With a bye bye bye. With a bye 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 bye. Lord. With a bye bye bye. With a bye 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 bye. Champion sound like mighty Mabraka. Champion sound like mighty Mabraka. Tune into this just sound run your area. Listen this are you round the mic center. Chatting for this on the call mighty Mabraka. The sound like with the no duplication. Operator. Just jack it up again. See? Yeah, man. A little technical. See? Don't worry yourself. Yeah. Big question downstairs posse. Every get a massive. Oh yeah. Man like General. Yeah. With the bye bye bye. With a bye 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 bye, Lord. With a bye bye bye. With a bye 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 bye. Champion sound run for your area. The champion sound called Mighty Mabraka. Listen, Mr. Duke, run the mic center. What a guan, ya Lord, what a guan upper. Champion sound like Mighty Mabraka. Crazy never know we are the king high power. We come in at the dance floor for rule your area. Listen, this and you round the mic center. Like I man tell you liquor, but we get our area. The riot spring star claims originator. The other cities, you know, they follow after. Birmingham, London, and Manchester. They broke up now, shopping at the shopping center. Broke up now, peace in at the ghetto area. Now we did ask this on the call, Mighty Warrior. Tell you this a sound, everybody afraid for. To the heavy beeline and the music power. Would a cause a nightmare, no I would not suffer. If you don't believe us, ask Super Mix Raver. But the sound did crash through, we find a traitor. A boy spend some money on the food and ganja. And the food in them in front of we him never offer. So we live in to rot, yes, him and him brother. To form me own a song called Mighty Mabraka. Listen, this a youth round the mic center. The man called Jadi as me operator. The one Rusty as the sound manager. The one boss be the dub organizer. The one general him at the mic commander. Mighty Mabraka, Mighty Mabraka. Big round this year, little area. Mighty Mabraka, put the bike, Mighty Mabraka. Champion sound round for your area. Listen, this a youth round the mic center. All up on the top, me operator. So them style ya murder. We just want me nice and easy. See, I just worry every time. Right? Now you come to style. Do play by the King Champion sound. Rule your stuff and foreign. Right? With a bye bye bye. The man like Crucial Dixie Peach. Wiki. Yeah, man. I just worry. I just worry. Gentleman, I just worry. With a bye 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 bye. Just worry. With a bye bye bye. Yeah, man. The man like Crucial Dixie Peach. Right? Just bubble to him. See him? We look at thing like just worries. Steckle. With a bye bye bye. When man say big request to the world of the massive Spain, Ruffian.
Cause as a youth I don't deal in business. I don't chat no kind of slackness. Only deal with pure niceness. This I won't.
I saw Braka touchdown all the time, you know.
Worries in the
Heavy.
days. This I won't worry. Worries in the days. Me home, me girl.
Man say big request to St. Paul's massive. And the whole of the Eastern
I
Saint.
don't jump a race. I want my girl got to romance if you worry. Worries in the day.
Man say a special request to the whole of the Braka Heights. The man like culture and like crucial selector. You like maestro and rapper. Man say a request to you like General Pino Rank, Rusty. The man like Busby, the dub organizer. Man say a special request to you like Dark Ross. Youth like Milton Massive and also the youth like Butter Bantan, you know. Well, operator just throw on the contraction part 2 and I do bride upon, you know. East. We'll circle each and every massive. Come on, just a warm in a style, you know. Bang diddle 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 down. Bang diddle 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 down. Show da ding, ribby bang gang, bit. Show da ding, ribby bang gang, one. Show da ding, ribby bang gang, bit. Show da ding, ribby bang gang, me nah brag. Nah boss about me no me can't toast nah bragga. Nah boss about you know we are the most nah bragga. Nah boss about you know we are the most. Ride up on the rhythm and just keep on a race course. Come in and me a jo and they guess me a the osa. Pass with me send you know all the task we posa. Where we called up a white man called Gosa. Jaja above, I owe me love the mosa. Drinking this because it's nutritious. Listen that they would depend them make me a the mosa. Pass with me send you know all the task we posa. And go pine rate and me and go them closer. For me lyrics for me give them a dosa. And good them so but they want to take over those. Man they wife leave them a fine like the boss me nah brag. Nah boss but me no way man they most nah brag. Nah boss but we know we are them most we nah boss. Nah brag up on them my lad we bad lad we boss. Nah brag up on them my lad we bad da. But they than Rasta no and no get da. But sense me nah, don't smoke no vodka. But sense me nah, nah smoke no shot da. Tell you that they would lip on the microphone me bad da. Tell you that they would lip on the microphone me bad da. Tell you that they would lip on the microphone me bad. Pupa Braka na the dancer, baby happy rata, baby pioneer, make them feel sad da. Baby so boy man, make we feel glad da. Well I'll pull up the selector, some man just a warm me slightly, you know. Master still request to each and everybody in the area. Can write about now in true to deep bound champion sound like Mighty Mabraka. Welcome in my selector. You like Echo Minor selection, and I do throw down. East. Well, it's a mic check. 1, 2. Right.
Back the second city one the most pimpa. Y'all a 12 year old a baby father. Them a sense me and them have the Buddha. The Buddha will come from Colombia. You have PNP and you have labor.
I just want skanking style, you know.
In a New York, no shot in fire. Focus on culture. And now it's not easy. Focus on culture. And now it's not easy. Can't come to Jamaica. Hey, to the weekend gloria. As we say, we can't come to Jamaica. Just because of the weekend gloria. People them basement coming like river. A girl was struck by the electric wire. No plane and leave to come to Jamaica. Whether Kennedy or Miss Laguardia. Whether you go to Miami or Philadelphia or Jersey or Miss California.
Well, I come in that selection.
Discover if we go in America. Hey, what if I think I go discover if we go in America?
Mabraka Sound, champion sound.
The Buddha it come from Colombia. What if I think say me discover in the country? Uncle Sam country. In the country. Uncle Sam country. What if I think I could discover since me go to America? What if I think I could discover if we go in America? Uncle Sam country is there for everybody.
Well, operator. Just show down them style. Will you come? The country action part 2 and I do play to you know. Chawada denga, baby bang skenga. Chawada denga, baby bang skeng. Chawada denga, baby bang skeng la. Chawada denga, baby bang skeng. Just pure talent we have, pure talent, pure talent we have, pure talent. Pure talent we have, pure talent. Live in a house, me no live in a tent. Live in a house, but me no pay no rent. No youth suffer from unemployment. Happy draw the dual money from the damn government. Pandemic up on drum and we show no talent. Happy make we live in true entertainment. If you're a sinner man, you're bound to repent. Pan that the day me say of judgment. You will suffer everlasting torment. Ban a Bristol, but no accent. Ban a Bristol, but from Jamaican descent. In a dance hall, me happy and decent. Tell your Papa Braka Sound way is excellent. Have no revival and no recent. Come a dance hall, me no look violence. Shot microphone, man and bun the eye sense. Can come chuck it, put up resistance. In other words, me happy put up defense, not show. Pure talent we have, pure talent. Pure talent we have a pure talent. Tell you this a so German we is excellent. Tell you this a so Lord we is excellent. Come in at the dance for your enjoyment. Come in at the dance for your music talent. This under the road lip and the mic excellent. We're taking all of my selector. And let's go through. Back in tune. King Sound. Second every massive. It's safe for Braka. Shadow.
I reggae music what you want, cause I make me change. Yes, yes.
Sound
I
quick.
reggae music what you want, cause I
Every
make
time.
me change. Yes, I like them in my fight just to keep us apart. But you reggae music bring love in our heart.
Right, select
Just
that.
say, must come to pass.
That's how we go on, 86. 86 smile. King Mabraka Sound.
Only music
Yeah.
that make me get chance. With only music. I reggae music what you want, cause I make me change.
Request them style up to the EP.
I
Pass it
reggae
over
music
here.
what you want, cause I
And the
make
loot.
me change.
Easy.
Yes, I like them in my fight just to keep us apart. But you reggae music bring love in our
Request
heart.
them style to our nice and decent
Must
people.
come to pass.
Circle.
Some don't like it, but
See
they
ya.
love to dance. So we change in the dance. I reggae music what we want, cause I make we change.
That's how we go on. That's how we go on.
But see what you don't know. There are places some people don't go. The seed you reap, that's the seed you sow. Only reggae music can sky from it too. So I reggae music what we want, cause I make we change.
Well, 45 years wanted.
I reggae music what
At
we
the Braka
want, cause
Church, so I
make we
media there.
change.
So that's how I know.
Only music that make me get change. The people in the dance don't want no other music, no. Only reggae
Braka passing,
music.
this a Braka passing.
Braka
Braka passing, boom, you know easy.
It's what the girls them love. Strictly reggae music is what the passy them need. So I reggae music when me want, cause I make me change. Yes, yes. I reggae music what me want, cause I make me change. In the dance, yes. I reggae music what we want, cause I make we dance. Yes, drive up on the door, sit down in the vehicle. I just want the corner, be my reason. Listen reggae music on the turntable. So we have to know reggae capable to have the whole world well comfortable. So I reggae music what we want, cause I make we share. Yeah, all over the world, reggae gone clear.
Yeah, you know. Alright now, I just flash a style scene. At the version. Well easy. Them style of some riot fashion. Constructive lyrics scene. Understandable. Right. Well my selector. Oh. Well easy everybody. Cause you know say safe with the Braka posse. And I tell you man. Well easy Kino. Think here rudely. Walk like General. Second my sound manager, like Rusty Busby. All them style of them cars massive. Boom. Hey, balang balang, balang balang balang. Dim, say baby bang, sing. Oh, say what that dang, what that dang dang. Dim, say what that dang, what that dang dang. Listen that they cut around the microphone stand. When they come get them in a riot fashion. 1980, year pan the second. You come to pass this after Eastern. After those of it but the tribulation. Cause on that they jam we take action. Run where they beast them out of ear fan. Me no trouble make a say don't get me wrong. Mash up the beast them for your reason. Come on the line and harass the urban. Urban the best thing next to a man. Only for my natural relaxation. Chat out the youth have no ambition. Strictly white if the body you bang up on. Straight after that the time privilation. With the black man and the Babylonian. Even try to set up in education. Try to make we feel like we're welcome. But 86 I just a same old song. Black man and that's the way we get her in I'm on. Remember that now man is a island. Make we start up a mental revolution. The green and gold representation. For say Babylon to the root of
association. In a South Africa, them have gold and diamond. We say thief and the stone and the tower London. And those who are free, them better listen, I'm on. England, Pacific, American, Afghan. We deal with it, then we will come action. We would reason why they don't give a damn a one. Build up my ship, I want to build it up longer. Don't let smoke away, we down about the rear stand. Live a same path, but me wanna break stand. When me can't trust them, what me call me liar, so that me road the in a combination. Me no Pisces, me Aquarian. But what me put a new bill pan the land. Search and arrest, change your children. Come in your yard, then the time they cut. Imagine, you day in a bed with your rotted oven. Them a stand up and watch like exhibition. Tumba down, don't take them selector. Can you some murder charge for? Well, it's easy. Lifestyle business. King Mabraka Sound. See? That's one where I want. Here you come. You like Red Rose, Anthony Red Rose, thing called Kiana.
This is the girl's problem. This is the
Well, easy, General.
This is the girl's problem.
Come a little bit to the bone.
When the fox can't get to grave, man, them say so. Whoa.
Yes, to say.
But the foolish girl on the street, they gonna be my lover. So, none of them can knock me. None of them can knock this your body.
Listen,
no.
song, boss. Listen, song. Take it out.
Take
Take it out. Yeah, man.
Be my lover.
Anthony Red Rose selection, thing called
This is the problem.
Kiana.
This is the girl's problem. This is the problem. This is the girl's problem. When the fox can't get the grave, man, them say so. Whoa. But the foolish girl on the street ain't gonna be my lover. So, none of them can knock me. None of them can knock this your body. No.
This is the West This is the West Sound. This is the Mabraka Sound. It where the crowd
Take a trip to the doctor regularly.
A nice
Look
name.
at the body, man, it's strong and naughty. We don't move around with girls, not flirty. The dance on stage, so I reap a party. Cause them can't knock me.
My story
None
is
of them
wanted.
can knock this your body.
I immediately felt I know.
And it's country.
So,
Just
come
like
in.
a newborn baby. So when I sing from the mic, they just a call up the more. Them knock the body, cause it's safe and secure. Mash it in Jamaica, me mash it abroad. Anywhere me go, me and me two bodyguard. Big me brother, me massive and me lad. Love me BMW with me Honda Accord. Tape and record, that the owner for the yard. Sing to crowd of people, so me pray to the
Enough
Lord.
respect to Buzz Beyond Ashley, sound manager.
Not this your body.
That's
No, soft and it's spongy, just like a newborn baby.
Easy now, sorry.
Can't knock me, none of them can knock this your body. No, soft and it's spongy, just like a newborn baby. Knock this your body, soft and it's spongy. Now when they sing on the mic, them just a call up me more. Knock me body, cause it's safe and secure. Mash it in Jamaica, me mash it abroad. Anywhere me go, me and me two bodyguard. Big me brother, me massive and me large. Love me BMW with me Honda Accord. Tape and record, that the owner for the yard. Sing to crowd of people, so me pray to the Lord. So them
coming
can't knock me. None of them can knock this your body. No.
What's the last sign of culture? Shook out, me coffee, shook out, me coffee, shook out.
Girls, them a watch me. Whoa, girls, them a watch me.
What's the last sign now?
Girls, them a watch me.
Ragamuffin road.
Some say me hot, some say me ugly. Some say me sweet like a mystery. Way across the ocean, way across the sea. Guess who a rule and
Mabraka Posse. No go along the selector. Cause you rule the airwaves every time, man. No go along culture. Cause you are done boy, man. One second rudely. Kino Bantan. Each and every massive. Wada daddy, wada dandy. What's the last sign now? Oh, wada daddy. We be bone sking. So wada daddy. Wada dang dang, come tell them. Wada day, wada dang dang, boom. Oh, wada dang. Wada dang dang. General Panda Mike, you know me come for entertain. General Panda Mike, you know me come for entertain. Boom. General Panda, take it. Take it. Yes. Yes. Man, I'll pint it out, man. Well, Braka. How I mean, boss. Don't worry yourself. Well, must be wanted, man. Well, Rusty, just start out the mid-range back downstairs, see. Make I go through quick and clean. Wada ding, wada dang ding, we be boom, wada dang ding, so wada ding, we be boom sting, yeah. Wada ding, wada dang ding. General Panda Mike, you know me come for entertainer. General Panda Mike, you know me come for entertainer. General Panda Mike, you know me come for entertain. Yes, General Panda Mike, me come for entertain. Me a boss MC, General a me name. Just this so conscious lyrics, General I proclaim. Selected speakers are the best, but some rate pay. No some cool chat, the mind for try. Boost up the name, why to educate and entertain the general aim. So the electronics, me not take it for no game. 240 volts that flow straight from the main. That kick shock will put you in severe pain. You might end up like a cinder that get burned in a flame. Life is a thing that me must sustain. I do me when I say from smoking, I should refrain. But me, don't smoke scented and go snap cocaine. Don't like a guy, me tell him straight and play. Lose the monopoly is too kind of board game. Come monopoly, you find me if you're on Park Lane. The Queen of England from Buckinghamshire Arena. Taxpayers money the royal family retainer. Have a plan for R and me pass the feed the steer. Show a head in a one toilet and pull the damn chain. Bird have feather, Mr. Lion have mane. So we cause trouble, but we never cut the game. Blood run from your clothes, no it a go cane. Listen general, dang it! Yes. Well, and I are going on some nitty-gritty selection scene. Well, and I are going on some nitty-gritty selection scene. Well, easy upstairs, massive kind of download. So last time, know. What galang boss be? How you roll? What galang culture? Kino Bantan, Roadley, classic singer boy. Second 5. Come on, I tell you. You like your wise man. Sweet reggae music. And I copy play it, see? Yes. She want a dang dang dig, dig, dig. We be boom, boom, dig, dig, dig.
For the young and the old, reggae music has them under control the world. Alright then, come on now.
Yeah man, rough and tough. Mikey Mabraka Sound.
Reggae music playing, ain't nothing done, ain't nothing done. Come on now, when reggae music playing, when reggae music playing, I love to see the people dancing, the whole world.
Well set to Kino ranks, they know say you load. Man sounds a special request teaching everybody in the area. We can actually get the Imperial champion sound like Mikey Mabraka. Do it, ya!
You got to love it. Don't wanna lose it. Somebody don't so reggae music flagging. See reggae music flagging. Ain't nothing done. I ain't never like them. Come on.
You want that thing? We be bossing.
Watch me dance all full of. Watch the girl do my bubble up. Watch the man them man scary.
I just saw wicked style with Galina. Rough. Man sounds a special request and I operator. And I mixer. You like my show, you your Spotify. Bring the crowd of people alive, you don't know that.
All over the world, I want now, all over the world. Alright, I want now, alright, go. Sweet reggae music, sweet reggae music. You get with music, you get to love it. Don't wanna lose it.
Well, my selector just throw down a different counteraction, cause you know, say, Braka just a play them style continually, you know. The thing like, money can't buy my love. You coulda rich. Wicked. Rasta Noah. I just saw ragamuffin style. Take it down low. We start it all over my operator. So you know so we are ragamuffin. Easy. When it comes the original start, to bring down the house and tear it apart, Jano. Mabraka Sound, champion sound, 86 sound, sing. We are the done. Yeah, you know. Things are going to fine now, you know. Yes, well, my selector. Let's get on the counteraction part 2. Come on, Fino, say, I want we are warm still. Sooner or later, and I gonna get hot. Sketch them side there from the top, you know. We're right about now. Easy. Easy, Busby. Yeah. We're right now. Man up the warming on the vocal card scene. Master Bishop just teach and everybody about ya. The King Man chop sound like my Mabraka scene. Easy. Then we are the down, yes. Idim, then we are the down. Then we are the silent for sure. Then we are the silent for sure. We come in at the dance, just a ready version. So listen, Mr. With the on the microphone stand. I tell you them and tell you we are pleasure, better cause then we are the dance. And we must not stay long. We're all pull up my selector and start it all over. Yeah. Man, it's a long time. Right about now, Braka is a touchdown wicked scene. Easy. In him done we are the down, and we more go stay long. Yeah. Done we are the down, and we more go stay long. Lord, but you be second general because you know you are down. Second culture because you know you are down. Second but the rank because you know you are down. I tell you Papa Braka just a present version because then we are the down, and we more go stay long. Yeah. Then we are the down, oh, why we more go stay long. Yeah. But you be circle past Matica, you know you are done. Circle East Matica, you know you are done. Every girl in the dance, man, you know you are done. Circle Maestro because you know you are done. Down Papa Braka, just a nice substation, we are the down. Judge, you know we are the down now. Yeah, yes we are the down. Oh, Judge, you know we are the down now. Lord, come making around, yes. Yeah, man, rough on my win. You know, rough. Every time, you know, say this a sound, I head for the top, right? Get that. Longer than mercy, we baby bang land. Come and say, you know, say this a sound, I head for the top, lad. You know, say this a sound, I head for the top. Listen, I'm a kid up and the mic, me a chant. You know, this I get a sound, I head for the top. Even though enough people like a tri-claw way back. We come from Bristol, you know that is a factor. In a they get on area, cool and relax. We just a bun sense, media and a joke we a crack. When Mabraka Sound a play, we go on like wildcat. Just a bubble to the rhythm when they dance all the top. We have a Dubplate for berry and rhythm for match. MC for chat up on the mic non-stop. We not dealing no folly, we not chat and no slacker. But nowadays some white them to turn to data. In a they dance all like one like top notch. Travel listen sound to make the voice must speak up. At this end of session, them a look a waste pack. But for all them boy them are you we a watcher. Cause you know say them think them soon off a stop. Listen this a youth up on the mic me a chat. Make everybody just a swear and a rap. To the King Sound from Bristol, the cream of the copper. You know say this I get a sound of head for the topper. You know say this I get a sound of sting and a shark. Me and the posse, we make a few tracks. Early in the morning about 3 o'clock. Go down the front, yes, that's how we catch. Go our house party just across from the flats. Party day, John, you know the party well park. All the way coming just like a roadblock. People them a push and shove, people them a drop. Guess we so much I just hear them lock. Rooms well big, one well pitch black. Man I will up them like a and them stick a match. Like to in the party and who is not. Listen this you may just a ride out rhythm track. This is not a joke, this is not a mess up. Braka Sound a sting while other sound them a pop. Always in the sound them we find a idiot. Who we run up him out too much and don't know when to stop. Pity them none of them a go regret that. Lyrics we chatter, say that a livestock. Livestock for everybody if you want that. Me chat for the mic now stop, me chat for the people them for rocker. If you not in a rocky mood you must be dead stock. Dead stock connected to idiot. Listen this you just a ride out with them track. Think you never know me at the King Sound for top. You know this I get a sound of head for the top. You know this I get a sound of head for the top. You know this I get a sound of head for the top. Listen this you me just a ride out with them track. Champion sound like Braka Sound. See? Nice and easy. Chimo. Easy. Chimo boy. Now go on away now. You want to circle? Look for an idiot. Well, back in tune to the champion sound. It sound like Mabraka. We born in the ghetto. Seen? We rough and tough. I wanna run. Yeah, man. Them style, yeah. Man like Evil Thompson. Yeah. Rough and tough. Rough and tough. Easy, man. Easy. All I live up them style operator. Them style, yeah. We question to the locker massive. Right?
When's the last time, you know? Braka shook out. Saying, I vibes out now. Don't come down, Kino.
Tell them, General. Tell us so, boy. Try trouble, I man. Sure. Oh, them think them is. Bubbling style. Kinda wicked and it wild. We baby bang. Rather than them. We don't ramp and skin up. Remember, warrior days. Never done. Yeah, man. Niceness all around. With a bye.
You can hear them talking.
With a bye.
You can hear them
Rough sound. Remember that.
chat them crazy. Them a chat them system. A whole heap a chat him out the back. Really and truly. A whole heap a chat him out the back. Men don't judge your brother. Men don't be a bad man in there.
Mabraka
Man
Sound.
is like you.
Big.
A whole heap of bumping and boring. Really going on there. A whole heap of bumping and squeezing. But when you squeeze me out.
Enough respect to Rusty and birthday. Sound manager. Love you to the bone.
Oh no. Put a jump, get me out. A whole heap of bumping and boring is going on. But minded people.
Well, my selector. Me and man a talk about ragamuffin and them thing there. Yeah, ragamuffin style. Seeing Braka Sound. Loads. What's the good singer?
Let them keep on talking.
Hear our song to
All
sound.
they want.
Chris. Well, 45. Are you big economic song? Shall I say I know? Seeing? Well, just hear them ragamuffin style. Dedicate to each and everybody. Balang balang, what that dang deck, cherry bang, cherry bang, stick to the left, cherry what that thing, what that, take it out. Well, easy every massive. Selassie, I know.
We're gonna show you how to do it now, nicely.
Easy 5,
Let them keep on talking.
easy 45, type big,
All they
see,
want.
here ragamuffin style. Balang balang, chiwa da dang deck, cherry bang, stick to the left, chiwa da dang. What a dang they go, see what a dang, make a fit tell the black people about their culture. Make a fit tell the black people about their culture. Make take. So that's it. Sure. You see we? Oh. Well people, let me go on man, let me go on. Just let me go on. See? I'm taking lyrics, coming around. See? Oh. Hey, she what a dang, she rebe bang, sing, she what a dang, she rebe bang, make a fit tell the black people about their culture, make a fit tell the black people about their culture, make a fit tell the black people about their culture, bye, tell the black people about their culture, send me to Kieran born in Jamaica, into the land of the wood and water, the only island where full of ganja, and then you have enough young pretty daughter. Charm and the sun just a blaze like a fire. When more you want is some fun and some laughter. That's why me love my family sweet Jamaica. Man, me love family sweet Jamaica. I'm a go wild when I was 13 or younger. Jam on the time of my life I remember. Condensed milk tin with catch look of water. And then me wash off my face all over. Go in the kitchen and look for your cooker. Me sight one stove and run off the cylinder. And if you tell you about the food, me get hunger. Always get beaten for bad behavior. That's why me love her for my mother and father. That's why me love her for my mother and father. In a public, you know I don't whisper. And when me go to bed, me need to say a prayer. Chairman, they start off with our father. And then they teach we for respect with elder. Man, as I respect, make me big na the area. Rusty say you nothing go like no dreamer. Check out your past and prepare for the future. Some say me sound just like one rasta. I try me smoke out the good sense of mania. Jama me know about them maroon leader. Jamaica Island they wicked try catch ya. But she fight off the British soldier. Buster Manti don't know for Jamaica. Marcus Garvey, him is a messiah. Preach out prophecy. Take. The last thing I know. What singer? Oh, come in on the singer, can you load? Well, easy culture. Man, no say a safe and sound. Like every jewel and still I say I crown. You don't know that? Well, easy.
Well, you come and adopt about what?
You think like the ghost catcher. Play by pound champion sound like Mikey Mabraka. Easy. Take it. Well, must be the started proper man, sure. You know, so the people they want it.
Well, you come and adopt about what?
I just some digital style. Just second scene.
Just good looking DJ Ferdy the teacher. The ghost catcher, me a one ghost catcher. Just good looking DJ Ferdy the teacher. Me wake up in the morning about 9 o'clock. And me sit around about me did the scour apart. Me hear a news flash, it give me heart attack. Get a phone call, me want it up a dove cat. Part up, you keep a body and the body start.
Big request to the St. Paul's Massive and every Easter night.
With violin at every buckle over me back to keep up. Island is a me say island.
Easy culture.
I think the nigga and the cool it up be quiet. Island is a me say man and me say island come fat. I feel rub you belly and me say I feel rub your back it your ghost catcher. Me a the ghost catcher. This good looking DJ Ferdy.
I see where Braka do it, man. Just easy.
Ghost catcher. This good looking.
When I even work yet, man. Here it comes. All over. Them style they are murder.
This good looking DJ Ferdy the teacher. The ghost catcher, me a one ghost catcher. This good looking DJ Ferdy the teacher. Me wake up in the morning about 9 o'clock. And me sit around about me hour apart. Me hear a news flash, it give me heart attack. Get a phone call, me want it up a dove cat. Caught up, you keep a body and them want it start. So me put down black shoes, black shirt, black hat. In a black pants and a cross black sock. With violin at every buckle over me back to keep up. Island is a me say island that. I speak it the nigga and the cool it up be quiet. Island is a me say man and me say island come fat. I feel rub you baby.
Man say,
I feel rub you.
do remember the 11th and the 12th of April. It's pound champion sound like Mikey Mabraka along with the sound like I Creator. Amsterdam Club at Cardiff, you know. Make it today. Mabraka sound great. We're rough and we're tough. Get that? Easy Kino. You know so we are rough here.
I'm a sight that you call the animal one like a coffee dresser. Me born a black young girl and give my one foot. I'm a sight Bob Marley did a sing already. Hit him with the eye when him say girls.
When my selector just throw it over scene, they seem like the people them just eager. Mabraka the sound for just do the honor, you know. Easy man. Shower da denga, rippy bounce ding, bim. Shower da ding, rippy bounce ding, zoo. Shower da ding, rippy bounce ding, bim. Shower da ding, rippy bounce ding. It in the bubbling sound and the best start on your nose, say us. Bubbling sound and the best start on your nose, say us. Bubbling sound and the best. Take it up, take. Yeah, we'll circle everyone. Man for know, so every time I saw we do it. Yeah, well, General, just cool, man. Cause you're coming after scene. Lord, ay, shower da ding, rippy bounce ding, shower da ding, rippy bounce ding, shower da ding, rippy bounce ding. In the bubbling sound and the best start on your nose, say us. Bubbling sound in the Bristol town, you know say a us. Bubbling sound in the Bristol town, you know say a us. If you check name mad and you're born in a August, check your true them press nothing, no check your true loss. Gold and silver and silver make we know is precious. Think why can't every man get from elephant tusk? When the sun has set a evening, you can't that dust. When the most popular records up and made you know a cuss. If you try to miss Isaac, come on, you're born in August. Check your true them press nothing, me don't check your true loss. Gold and silver and silver make we know is precious. Them the two for me come and you know them can't rough. The power when we two put such a team in like life and no fuss. Special request to DC General Mass and Darkos. Tell your Papa Braka Sound we is fabulous. At the rate you are go when my way bound for famous. Get famous but we still conscious. Come check it man, them have to bite the dust. Tell your Papa Braka Sound we is fabulous. When me sing pandemic they say me harmonious. Cat me might go drop but when me sing me serious. We hear me perform they say me go and gracious. We hear me perform they say me harmonious. That the road the pandemic collab me well. We clean up. We come in general can you say you load. So last year I know. Well I not touch down on some style sing. One big request start back a massive. So last year I know. What are they? The people sing. So what are they? The people sing. So what are they? Yes, the people sing loud. So what are they? What a dang, then call me Mike Rider. Say me a Mike Rider. Take it. Yes. Them now point it out, man. We are done. So last year I know. Well, cool culture not hold your space. No go long 45. Cause last year I know, so you wise. So last year I know. Hey, so what are they? We be people sing. So what are they? Yes, we people sing loud. So what are they? We people sing. Hey, so what are they? We people sing and call me Mike Rider. Say me a Mike Rider. Only so me chat pan a king Mabraka wawa. Mike Rider, them call me Mike Rider. Only so me chat pan a king Mabraka. Me no want EP, me no want raver, me no want Viking. Take. Yes. Well, second down dance crowd. Second down dance crowd. Can't have to shout out them lyrics aloud. So last year I know. War is not a camp, and I don't run. See? What a daddy, we be both sing. So what a day, we be both sing. What a daddy, we be both sing. Hey, so what a day. The people get them come Mike Rider, them call me Mike Rider. Only so me chat pan a king Mabraka wawa. Mike Rider, them call me Mike Rider. Only so me chat pan a king Mabraka. Me no want EP, me no want raver, me no want Viking, me no want raider, me no want loco, neither I creator. No disrespect, got to no sound manager. No disrespect, got to no sound follower. See them go tag it. Yes. So last year I know, man. So last, easy dance crowd, man. So last year I know. Hey, oh one day, we be bouncing. So one day, oh we be bouncing. So one day, we be bouncing. So one day. What a dang thing. Listen general, me just a chat them lyrics. Dedicate them style, so mix it, yeah. Mike Rider, say me a Mike Rider. Only so me chat pan a king Mabraka wawa. Mike Rider, them a call me Mike Rider. Only so me chat pan a king Mabraka. Me no want EP, me no want raver, me no want Viking, me no want raider, me no want loco, neither I creator. No disrespect, got to no sound manager. No disrespect, got to no sound follower. Feed them so me a go get me a go shed I water. Mabraka had it done when it comes to culture. No MC, them a jam no after. Chat lyrics about gold, chaparita. I know them have come on the road, can't not me up. Wash up them up with soap and water. Let them get the walk blindfold the bugger. That's eating stand up like Casa that major. They pass it, them a stand up like just like a soda. They pass it just a stand up like a soldier. With we M16 show but we shoulder. Tell we shoot when them give the order. Bye bye, then it was all over. One, take it.
Galang Super Mix. Galang Super Mix. Well, one more, so that's I know, my mistake. But so that's I know, and I still great. So last I know. Yay! Yay! Dance crowd! Dance crowd! If we don't love them style, I say yay! Yay! So last I know. Braka don't rule this man. So last I know. What got on my selector? Come down, Kino Bandan. Shuko!
Well, General, you're shackled, rough and tough. You know that, right? Yeah, man. You see, when I sound trouble, we gone in an overdrive. You know that.
Walk just like you will, look just like you will. Said I thought it was true.
Shuko, me, I go shuko. Shuko, me, shuko. Yeah, man. Man like Crucial Wave Smith. Right? With a bye. With a bye. With a bye.
Walk like Granny, she look like Granny, she bend like Granny, she go on like Granny. Keeping up on this, she don't invite me. All she and she want me drink out me morning. Me keep up on me, me don't invite me.
Them style ya, wicked and wild. Big request to all the ghetto masses, boy ya. Upstairs classic, Luch, downstairs classic, second, easy man. Rough and tough, you know that. You know that. Every time. Yeah, man. Wayne Smith, Mabraka Sound, I play them style. Right? Well, a big request to each and everybody who know I'm man personally. See? So there's no sign of fun out there. Right? Easy key now, you lose, man. Channel. Mabraka Sound. Yeah, man. When you come, some little thing like the counteraction, a thing like the version, because you know, say Mabraka Sound, ruling nation, seen every time. Right? Big request to me operator. Seen, man like culture, big voucher, Lord of mercy. Hey, yeah, way baby bang, taking them style, yeah. See, go on maestro, do it sir. Way baby bang, what a dang dang, Lord. Way baby bang, what a dang dang, me a the herbalist, me a the sense herbalist, God. Plastic. When we ready, we fire pan automatic. When we gonna be dirty, we have to move them, make the operator with the flip on the race. Make each and everybody jump and a twist. Listen, Mabraka, so we ready, we equip in a good shape and we physically fit. Listen, I'm just a flash love lyrics, them sweet and them well attractive. Like me to me, herbiest, me big senses stick. Listen, I'm a king, not just a flash love lyric. Because the herbalist, me a the sense herbalist. Tell them, herbalist, me a the sense herbalist. Flash it up, herbalist, me a the sense herbalist. Love herb man, them a make them profit. Down at the front line with them sell it. In at the see-through bag of plastic. Deals get slow but sometimes quick. But at the end of the day, money in them wallet. If they can't sell them herb, then that must be tragic. Whether bother them a sell or a people them a ripper. Me have enough hobby, me have enough habita. Them all coincide with a big sense of stick. Smoke it right down to the last strip. Some we smoke it till the fire drop out. Extra them a craven addicted, them a craven addict. They like it, craven addicted, them a craven operator. A niceness all around. You don't know that. See? Mabraka Sound, remember that.
No force. Scene. Hold on, no? Hold on. FBI are making bomb clock now. He's on them just come along and slap 9 rascal mouth, you know. Yeah, man. You know if you call out I name so tough. Can I roll scene and I title supreme. So last year I know. Now go along, my selector. Yeah, how we roll, man. You like Super Cat. Seeing them you can rap.
Honest for times of kings. But I never isolate myself when we get to cause of a race and I responsibility to dreadlocks.
Them style.
They're possible up the stair, man. Yeah.
Cry for the youth.
Just chiripy bang, come ribby bang, skank. Boom. Chiripy bang, come ribby bang, skank. Bip. Chiripy bang, come ribby bang, skank. Me no all of it dope, me no all of it soap, me no all of it mat, your mark, neither low. Me no cry for no dignitary, no no big soap. Me no cry for no pint, no no three-piece suit. No cry for no money, no no Christmas.
King Mabraka Imperial.
Me will cry for the youth. Me will cry for the youth. It's me have to cry for the youth in the khaki suit. We can't go to school without a crispy about. Ragamuffin DJ, no mother take me for no fool. Yes, so my captain know me go to good school. Me no all of it dope, me no all of it soap, me no all of it match your mark, neither low. Me no cry for no dignitary, no no big soap. No cry for no wine, no no three-piece suit. No ball for no money, no no Chris Clark sport. Me will cry for the youth. Me will cry for the youth. It's me have to cry for the youth. Me no have nobody. Cry for the unwanted picnic. Me can't find mommy and me no have no daddy. The youth are the future of our country, but them not set up plan in the future. For with them just a bill more jail and penitentiary. Watch me look up in a cemetery. From morning we'll cook up in a drink no tea. Yes, me stretch on me hand for me hungry belly. We can't go to school, me no have no coffee. We can't find money. Me say if you think I lie, you have me mama and daddy. Cause them can't get a work down in the factory. And everywhere them go is no vacancy. So me no all of it dope, me no all of it soap, me no all of.
Cry for the code. So last year, you know. What along with selector? Because last year I know say you're great. That's some nice and easy vibe.
I really want to know right now.
What them style I come out of the UK promotion stable saying? Ragamuffin stuff.
I wanna know if it's for real. Oh yeah. I said, I just wanna hold her.
So last year I know. And I also take it nice and easy, saying. How we don't know it go already, saying. Nice and easy.
We were meant to be. Me for you and you for who you want to be. So just come along with me, baby. I wanna know if you're for real, honey. I'ma say, eh.
Listen how it sound crisp and clean, and then so I mean, man. Braka the Dan. So last time,
Wonderful feeling. I wanna find out if it's for real. Oh yes.
what are they? Repeat boom skip.
I just wanna hold her. I just wanna take her with me to ecstasy. Oh yes. But look in your eyes now. I sure realize now.
Say I see I know. She want that day. She boom skip.
Oh, I love you with all my heart.
Request to all of my say them boy I say. Respect you every time. Saying.
From the very first time, I blessed my eyes on you, baby.
What that day? Repeat boom skip. Worries and problem that's how we get it.
I wanna know if you
Now go along with selector. Cause the last year I know. Now go along with selector and show down different counteraction.
whoa,
So last year I know.
no busybody, no busybody, no busybody, no.
You like Anthony Selassie.
Busybody, me no want no
Yeah.
busybody, Busybody, me no want no busybody. Busybody, me no want no busybody. Busybody, me no want no busybody.
Yeah.
No a little girl, but don't never taxi.
Wheel and pull it, me selector. So last year I know. Now go along, me selector, cause you roll. So that's cool, and I have the tool at the time.
No busybody, no. No busybody. No busybody, no. Busybody, me no want no busybody.
Yeah.
Busybody, me no want no busybody.
But bye.
Busybody, me no want no busybody.
But bye.
Busybody, me no want no busybody.
Somebody bye.
She live away in a St. Mary's. Love her so much that it drive me crazy. But one thing I can't take by this young
What's the last time, no
she
culture?
won't second and she won't second steady. She's a
With the night long time. So last year I
tell her
know.
already, me go tell her again.
Busybody,
No want no busybody friend, no. Busybody, me no want no busybody. She's running up and down like she a taxi. Busybody, me no want no busybody.
Get like
She's
this.
running up and down like she a E20.
Ah.
No busybody, no. No busybody.
Big up question super
No
mix massive.
busybody.
So that's why I know a nice this one.
And there's something I can't understand. Oh, she a run for your body like a chance.
Well, he's a 5.
And it's so strange. Oh, she a one.
I've been at the business for 45 years now. So circle.
Seems like this, so she must sit and walk out on. If not, she
Yeah.
don't have no ambition. Busybody, me no want no busybody. Busybody, me no want
And
no
I said,
busybody.
big up question to the front line
Busybody,
massive.
me no want no
Say,
busybody.
every
She's
time,
running up
man.
and down like she a taxi.
Cause that's how we come
Busybody,
from.
me no want no busybody.
Yeah.
She's running up and down like an E20.
so one
No
that they
busybody. No
beep.
busybody for me.
So that's how
No
I know.
busybody want you know. Busybody, me no want no busybody. Busybody, me no want no busybody. Busybody, me no want no busybody. Busy for me, she too busy for me. Busy for me, she no time for me. Busy for me, she too busy for me.
But bye.
Busy for me, she no time for me.
Yes.
Boy, no busybody.
So that's why I know sign I fresh every time, man.
Busybody, that the girl she no ready.
Big up question to all the Bristol
No
massive,
busybody.
Eastern massive, Central massive, every massive, say.
No busybody.
I respect you every
No
time.
busybody.
Not take her down, Kino.
No a little girl,
Go on,
but
buddy,
in my
school.
fancy. She live
Fire
away in a
herbalist,
St.
every time.
Mary's. Love her so much that it drive me crazy. But one thing I can't take about this young lady.
What am I
She
buying?
won't settle and she won't settle steady. She's always busy like a BL.
So last
Tell
thing
her
I know,
again, never tell her again.
we are the
Don't
star
want
for
no
this show.
busybody friend,
What a
no. Busybody, me no want no busybody.
Get lively.
She running up and down like she a taxi.
Yes.
Busybody, me no want no busybody. She's running up and down like an E20. And there is something I can't understand. Oh, she a run for your body like a transit van. And it's so strange. Oh, she a gone like a train. I run from station to station. Since I this girl, she no have no ambition. Since I this girl, she must sit and walk and
Channel. Funky people, boy, I say. Every time. Yeah, man. Now here come the thing like Fight for Your Right. And I promote some new thing I've seen. You like Jughead. Ah, exclusive, man. Yeah. Now go along with selector. I'll start the proper scene. Cause I pour a shower. So last year, you know. Now go along culture. Cause you're done. Yeah. Well, he's a 45. Milton Massive. Kino Bantan. Yeah. You like Jughead selection. Back of the dance. So last year, you know. Taking them style, man. Yes. Yes.
Look how long they brought us down here.
Let's circle on all them style,
And
man.
us in bondage right through these years.
Chris Van
Causing
Cleave, yeah,
us
we're
to
Chris
fuss
Van
and
Cleave.
fight among ourselves.
Listen to it, so
Nothing
make I
to
sound like a
achieve
dreamer.
this way. It's worse than hell. I said, get up and fight for your right, my brother. Get up and fight for civilization.
So let's say no some culture vibe.
Slave on the speed plantation, causing us to fuss and fight among ourselves.
Them style of Braka way, man.
Nothing to achieve this way. It's worse than hell, I said. Get up and fight for your right, my brother.
But bye bye
Get up
bye.
and
But bye
fight for your right, my sister. Gotta fight
Crucial youth like Jughead selection, man.
with all your might.
We are the done. Yes, we are the done. We are the done. Yes, we are the done. This one general up on the microphone stand. And I ragamuffin every time, man. And I did on this long time.
Our long day brought us down here. Have us in bondage right through these years, causing us to fuss and fight.
And I have the vibes every
among
time.
ourselves.
Every
Nothing
time.
to achieve this
Every
way.
time, selector.
It's worse than hell. I said.
Rough. No galang selector. Yes, that's how the light the scene.
Mabraka were the ruler.
Selassie I know.
Red eye. Yes,
Selassie I
super.
know. Now itch up them style, man, because there's some seriousness going on now, you know. Braka roll. And I tell you
Mabraka
that.
were the ruler.
And I tell you already, and I tell
Red
you
eye.
again.
Yes, super.
All them style.
Now what's that, Mabraka home? I a gigantic.
And I sing it. Yay! Mix a King Jammy studio, all them style. Bobby Digital.
Anyway, my brother play.
Get a new shot. Bobby Digital.
Anyway, my brother play.
Yes. Yay! Wheel it, selector. Wheel it, selector. Wheel it. Yes. I was taking a word, man. And I never said, just listen to the rhythm, man. Let's start some seriousness.
Red eye. Yes, super.
Now what's that, Mabraka home? I a gigantic.
Yes.
Anyway, my brother play. Let us own boy dog. Anyway, my brother play.
Yay!
Let us own boy dog.
Wheel! Wheel! Selassie, I know. Respect due to them style, yeah. Respect due to them style of dance crowd.
Red eye. Yes,
Yeah,
super.
man.
Now what's that, Mabraka home? I a gigantic.
Big request to the sound downstairs. Super mix.
Anyway, my brother play. Let us own boy dog.
They don't know that, man.
Anyway, my brother play. Let us own boy dog.
Y'all chat about Ori come up. They know this long time, man. But I just too cool with cool. And I cool every time, man.
Keep the dawn for the light. Play for the fight. Keep the dawn for the light.
Jamming studio. Mixed by the youth like Bobby Digital. And the youth like Squinching. Yes, man. And I roll, you know. I have the tool, man.
Anything we play, another sound boy run away.
Run away, boy.
Anything we play, another sound boy run away. Oh. Flagship from 1 up to 93. Flagship in English in a social study. What we know out in the history.
You like Prince Jr. I sing a yard. Exclusive singer. The exclusive sound. So last I know.
Anyway, my brother play, now the sound boy die.
Mabraka are the ruler. Sound boy, we are the ruler. But bye. Tell them about the Braka come for second last door.
We play them play, we play them sing. We play for the fight, to keep the dawn all alive.
Cause last I know so wise. One thing I done, step down for a long time in a year so. Check out you.
Well, easy general. Can I tell you already? So you safe and sound like every jewel in a Selassie I crown. Well, easy. Go right about now. Mabraka Sound I got touchdown. Nice, you know. Ready for them. Well, Rusty, just show them style, the version scene. Release everyone. Courage and jiggity about champion. Yes. We don't want no you to the one who got to chuck it on me. We don't want no you to the one who got to chuck it on me. We are twisted too far along with the roots and reality. Got in the just like you. We take it down, Lord. Take it down. Well, easy. Well, culture D, and I have let's go through my lion. Well, easy, St. Paul's massive for all of the Mabraka heights. Scene. We don't want no you to the one who got to chuck it on me. We don't want no you to the one who got to chuck it on me. We preach the truth along with the roots and reality. Got in the just side, we preach the right and we gone to thee. We don't want no you to the one who got come and chuck it on we now. No, now, we don't want no God. Come and chuck it on we now. Yeah. Mabraka add the sound for your present and your future. Whoa, good God. Telling each and everybody about them culture. But yet a sound why you try to keep we under. Oh yes now. But you whip on the right side. We bound to prosper. Oh yes now. So we don't want no you to the one who got to chuck it on we. We don't want no you to the one who got to chuck it on we. We preach the truth along with the roots and reality. Got in the just like we preach the right and most and good. Oh yeah, la la. No practice sound now. We come in general cause you are sting.
So last I know. Well, my selector, I ain't have to show them. Cause I a dancehall fan. Saying, just the kill them lyric here. Yeah, man. Hey, one ding ding, how one da day, what da dang day. We be people, what da dang day. So what da day, what da dang ding, yeah. What da day, what da dang ding, yeah. Dancehall fan, tell me a dancehall fan. Well, them take it. So that's time now. Wars and thing. I the king, I rule. Saying, so what a day, we be people, what a damn day. Oh what a day, we be people, sing yes. Oh what a day, oh what a damn thing laugh. Oh what a day, we be people, sing it yes. Dancehall fan, tell me a dancehall fan. Tell them me a real from the age of 7 hour. Dancehall fan, tell me a dancehall fan. I'm on the real from the age of 7. From the age of 7, me a go on a session. Me and me posse was somebody you want. Why the other you but now watch the TV, just now watch top of the pops and listen radio one. Gonna inquire to the banner bus. It was I, General and the youth named John. Culture D, Cos and Del Ripang. Alvin, Richie and Paul Camara. Not to mention Bruno and Johnny will take it. Me not tell a man and I rule ragamuffin business. And I rule some business, man. Well, me tell myself, you're coming after so last I know. We be people, we are gonna tell them again, get. She want that down, get. We go be one day, get. For one day, let them general tell me a dancehall fan. I'm on the real from the age of 7 hour. Dancehall fan, tell me a dancehall fan. I'm on the real from the age of 7. Since the age of 7, me a real session. Me and me posse was somebody you man. Why the year that you man now watch the television now watch. Top of the pop and listen radio one. Gonna inquire to the banner bus stand. It was I, General and the youth named John. Culture D, Cos and Del Ripang. Alvin, Richie
and Paul Camara. Not to mention Bono and Johnny Welsh. Now we used to rough up we it and we took one with them. I've got the photo we back pocket. Hit the hand. In a till of me a trousers and a the dance prep on. In a doors it was the youth man fashion. This was Sugar 70 and Bastille at them. Player in Kirks when a celebration. Holy vibes when the session ram jam. People from St. Paul's and Eastern are joined together like a congregation. Check up on the dance floor. No we never give a damn. Never have no whistle. Never have no faggon. Just man a show oh and humble lion. This is General me a right out the run. This are you and me a delivery man can. Right on the rhythm like me ride stallion. This is General me a delivery gargan. Come make up a roll instant. This is General me a go right version. Tell them this are you to me a dance all fun. So take it! Yes! Yes! When me tell myself, touchdown youth, now you're cute. Yes, General, we big every time, see? Big request to all the Braka massive, see? Yeah, man. Braka big every time. Put a chip, watch our face with them and they'll mark your man. Oh, watch our face with them and they'll mark your man. Oh, give them argument, the boy I'll get ignorant. Run them up then I say boy I'll get violent. Tell him to tackle for him not fear there and that time Braka Sound I go to the resident. Tell no resident we come to the resident. Boy rush me set him I go meet accident. True me well intelligent me pass them confident. Tackle mental raw team management. Who this thing off of a jam and me off a compliment. You like you figure up an advertisement of Braka Sound you represent I and I statement. Check it on our jam and get torment. So in so system so we go improvement. Them a face embarrassment, them a get ill treatment. Face embarrassment, them a get ill treatment. People in the dance they want excitement, they want entertainment. I arrangement, to me independent, my sound important. End of an answer Braka want the payment. Pana sound boy me a go experiment. Pana sound boy me a go bring down judgment. Pay me judgment, a confinement. Now let them up without pay me consent. Watch out just procurement, set the government. If so not them say make a boy stand. Real and pull big, Braka big man. Go through again. Clean, come in. Operator, selector. A niceness, Jano. Every time we come Mabraka Sound. In 145, I throw down some crucial mix. Thanks to Mabraka Sound. Warriors, inner sider. Oh, she what that thing. BB bomb stick. She what that thing. She what that thing. BB bomb stick. She what that thing. Warriors again. Where is my friend? Some tell them. Warriors again. Where is the friend? Some tell them. Warriors again. Where is my friend? Some tell them. Warriors again. Where is my friend? Become a right the crown, come me right the slang tag. Lazy body and they go to the head. Take it out. Take it out. Well, easy. And just penetrate them lyrics. Consider lyrics, mash down 86, so that's I know. See? Well, a big request to Asha Welfare. Easy, man. Oh. She what that dick, she what that down dick, she baby bouncing, she what that dick, baby bouncing, she what that where is again, where is my friends, some tell them, where is again, where is my friends, some teach them, where is again, where is my friends, some tell them, where is again, where is my friend, become me right the crown, come me right the slang king, here's the body and the golden end, you won't like me should deliver all them, drive Cadillac and a play out FM, live in a house with a big garden, with a one wife a man and your children, every Sunday me eat me rice and chicken, what cheese tender with dirty then, come me read me sister listen top 10, always I tell her our mind is foreign, don't smoke the formula just the way to some peg I like them, leaf on the but not the seed, I said not like them, small fry and tea I could name enough of them, from the chopper drums and a knock sound system, any guy come Braka will bury them. My MC bag wasta, no in my anger. Bury up my relative, my enemy outside so the left. Where is again? Oh, where is my friend? So the left. Where is again? Hey, where is my friend? But me lover, me like her, me damn bicycle. Lover, me like her, me damn bicycle. Lover me like me, lover me like me damn bicycle. Lover me like me, lover me like me damn bicycle. When I used to ride that bike, I was a rebel. No competitor, till I'm on the level. Ride road pavement in a circle. 40 mile and was me bike capable. One day me a right jam and me back up trouble. Beast chase me down and me lick up gravel. Ride in a pavement in a circle. Who obstruct me was a cripple. Half of the bike cut and me stumble. Twist up me wrist, elbow and ankle. Both of the wheel then the red bad buckle. Half of me set me better back spectacle. Two gyal across the road the dog giggle. Bicycle me jam and it original. Hold out your hand like you have the handle. Set for yourself like you pan the saddle. Move for your foot like you the pan pedal. Pan for me a jam and me available. Till you that the level 2 at the handle. Call me lover, me like her, me damn bicycle. Lover me like her. Well operator, let's let them go and sing. See, how you come, the man like Barrington, Crucial, Levi. Right. Champion sound. Remember that. When I rap. Yes, operator. Niceness all around.
You love me, and I ain't got no money. All I had to give you, girl, is love.
But bye.
And your friends them chatting with me, I survive. That you loving and no good dreadlocks. I pity you don't know them grudge you for that. So no, my little woman down run away.
Bye.
No, my little woman down run away.
Big request to the general. Still go, yeah.
Baby, before you come a man, so no, my little woman down.
And to remember, Mabraka Sound, the bout of April, 11 and 12, Friday and Saturday, the place like New Amsterdam Club, Cardiff City Centre. See? We've been tuned to the King Champion sound like Mighty Mabraka. Right. With a great sound like Equator. See?
Before you come a man, so no, my
bigger way question to the pass about ya. Bigger way question to me operator. Yeah man, niceness all around. Champion sound, Mighty Mabraka. Sing, man like Rusty and Busby, sound manager. Man like Culture, operator. All of the passing, I'm burning. Now you come the style.
Too much violence. Around depression. Yeah. Say we can't take the
Niceness
pressure
all around.
away.
The man like Al Campbell.
We can't take the pressure no more. Hunger and war and just a rub shoulder to shoulder. Atomic explosion is just around the corner. Man start to heat, man, already. Whoa. Watching my hydrant stand steady, yeah. 'Cause we can't take the pressure, no way. We can't take the pressure, no way.
Will owner for the car, NEH218P. Owner for the car, NEH218P. Somebody want to get out. You block the way. See? All let's off Mabraka. I wrap up. See? No real super mix. And tonight, we'll get clipped by.
Too much violence, around oppression. Yeah, say we can't take the pressure, no way. We can't take the pressure no more.
Champion sound like Mabraka. Champion sound like Imperial.
Atomic explosion is just around the corner.
Silent fashion, we in a silent fashion. Silent fashion, around your microphone stand.
Watch it, my eyes ring, stand steady, yeah. Cause we can't take the pressure, no way. We can't take the pressure, no way. Some of them are watch, some of them are VP, some of them are backbite, and some of them are walk and deep. Can't take the pressure, no way. Say we can't take the pressure, no way.
Big request for everybody still there.
In this period of time, mankind should know themselves. If you're fucking brothers, any way you can. Build a better nation, live good on the land. Cause we can't take the pressure, no way. Can't take the pressure, no way.
Silent fashion, we in a silent fashion. Silent fashion, we in a silent fashion.
You got to know where you stand. Don't wait till you're up against the wall before you call. Ease up the pressure. You can't take it no longer. Ease up the pressure. Poor people are suffer. Can't take the pressure no way. Hunger and war.
Silent fashion, we in a silent fashion. Put the bye-bye. Yes, operator, and of style and fashion. Scene. Now you comes an original style. I'm a little Dubplate fashion. Scene. Easy Busby, cause you know you're the dub organizer, boy.
How Mabraka Sound rules on reality you deal with? How you roll?
Jeffrey
How you
Maxwell.
roll? How come down Jetlag?
Taking.
Yes, turn to Irie. Jetlag.
Said with him. Right. Jeffrey Maxwell. Big.
I listen to me wanting black people. They say if you listen to me wanting black people. They say teach you away your badness and evil. I time for you read up
Yeah,
the
man.
Bible.
Operator.
Listen to me
Put the
wanting
bye. I know style and fashion. I'm looking Dubplate fashion.
How Mabraka Sound rules on reality
Mabraka
you deal with?
Sound.
How you roll? How you roll?
Jeffrey Maxwell.
Yes, turn to Irie.
When a rap. You know that.
I listen to me wanting black people. They say if you listen to me wanting black people. They say teach you away your body.
Right. Big request to Jeffrey Maxwell. Joby. I really read a yard. Scene. You know on the big. Every time. And a special request to my brethren, man like Diva and Devon down the city. Luch every time down in London. Right. Put the bye.
My brethren living long like the stars up above. Yeah, I listen to me wanting the ID. If you listen to me wanting the system. If you listen to me wanting, yo.
Enough request to every massive. Right. Get a massive. Style and fashion. You don't know that.
So when Jaja comes to him earth,
No sound boy run the one, yeah.
burning a fire.
Strictly Mabraka one. Yeah, man.
The wicked happy burn.
Then you don't know that. Every time.
I listen to me wanting the people. They said you listen to me wanting the people. They said you throw away your body and evil. They said you listen to me wanting.
Yes, operator. With a bye. Style and fashion, you don't know that. Champion sound like Mighty Mabraka. Scene. Now you comes, them look at thing like the counter action, I think like the version. Big up to the operator. Right. With a bye. Lord of mercy. With a bye. Taking them style, yeah. All over England in a enough dance session. All over England in a enough dance session. Lord, all over England in a enough dance session. All over England in a enough dance session. Enough bubbling with the black man and woman. Dancing style, yes, they full of action. Dancing style, yes, we each and everyone. Shake for your head, move in the right direction. Bend down low in our jockey fashion. Let's stop pig at your nose, him a champion. With a whipping at him and him just a right angle long. Right down to the next with version. Tell you this, I may full of education. Come in, read up the books, first the black man. Find out my culture, where we stand. Catch it in a dance off and make you understand. And then taking the vibes from the almighty one. Whether you're a born, whether you're be Rasta man. Rock and go long as I mention. So every sound man, every sound system. Inspiration, just a come from my man. From I man, make it out inspiration. Inspiration, just a come from my man. Dance on vibes with them, making a me a chatting reality and culture from the written version. I'm an go give you an exhibition. Man on my lyrics in a circulation. Fire for me lyrics just like a gunman. Feel a sound wild, I do can't make one. Inspiration, just a come from my man. From I'm a make it out inspiration. One day we the move down, back in number one. Man that they driving give a helping hand. When we finish him ask me a question. Payment for him and pay what is slipping on me hand. Looking at him face like me never understand. Me just say he's in a saw. John know you see if man. This slipping on me and they tell me meditation. Cause that's a word that me get me satisfaction. To satisfy myself me have to smoke with me wanna. Now worry for yourself you will get compensation. Just take rusty with the money I'm on. And if you want the herb then you fi check I'm on. Me sell the 3 and the 5 pound portion. If you don't want then says a check that the bantan. This a youth him of the golden Colombian. Listen this a youth me in a style and fashion. 85 gone, 86 it come. Listen I'm a kino in a style and fashion. Operator mixing down with the right hand. Champion so like my brother can rule your land. Champion so we in a style and fashion. You know that style and fashion we in a style and fashion. Lord, style and fashion we in a style and fashion. Listen this a youth around the mic station. I know style and fashion. You don't know that. Easy man. I'll check what. I'll check. Huh. Now, respect Joe from Mabraka crew. I'm a set him also talk to pop, me set him no star. Me set him also talk to pop, me set him no star. Me set him also talk to pop, me get him no star. Him also talk to pop, me set him no superstar. Come name Jonah, I will begin a yard. Tell the Jonah, I will not work at the heart. If me back on earth, then me get some sound. Tell the Jonah, I will not play trick. Come me sit up on the rhythm like a bird on the limb. Hey Jonah, I will with precise timing. When you come out, so keep them rocking and sing. That me follow Mabraka and king. Come on, listen to my rap and the right talking. Listen to my rap just a right there with him. Listen to my rap and the mic timing. Tell me this how you take my thing, it is 16. Come Mabraka, it's a sing and clip and we a dance ring. Tell me Mabraka, I think it is 16. In a dance, in a party, anywhere we go. Tell me this how so me say that it start this. Kata, put on the mic and the tune and me look. When in a song, I will do in a song low. People all guys say the line in a road, them a shout out loud for the tune and me look at the song what to play. Mabraka disco, tell me this how you take up the start the show. Sit up on the rhythm like a big banty bow. Anywhere we go, me sit down, me start the show. Cause Mabraka make your back, sir. Here Jabba, me say Mabraka make your back, sir. Here me now, cause I see and I talk, say you must have Tito. See and I talk, say you must have Tito. Cause they donkey one day want to make your all into. Donkey one day want to make him all into. We say what about the arm that's never been told. Some love Chirac as well, some love so Mabraka make your back, sir. Here Jabba, Mabraka make your your bad, sir. But hear me now. Want tell you something, you go that it me crazy. Want tell you when the young girl them a rush me. So me name that they are begin at the country. Tell you this I get him and the DJ body. Want take tenors and come down general kid. We want take sugar minus sweet and come cutty. Want take sasa for make you over Josie. Come and listen to my everything in everybody. So me pick me but me will rock at the country. Yo like I you should have a star city. Pick up thing down some sign in a facility. Now that I said this I get him and the DJ daddy. Come me sit up on the rhythm and I ask my daddy. Tell you to my Isaiah one DJ daddy. My brother it's a play and it's a run country. I'm a fed they come for run country. My brother it's a sing and it's a mash up party. No easy. Got a brother. Hey. I want to talk one more time for the top to the last drop. I'm going to respect Joe. Bounce it away. I'll be a special request and a proper of the man. Now my brother. Ragamuffin style. Sing. I said, ooh, baby. I'm the date bounce on come out of my brother. You wanna do it later.
I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that. I tell you. No man wins forever. No man wins for long. I know I'm no hero. I want to be number one. I'm ready for that.
All the company up on the wall and the concert over. Copy a ragamuffin business. See?
I'm ready for that. I tell you. No man is a night.
Hey.
No man stand alone. I've been roving so long. I come to take control my job. I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that. They've been talking this. They've been talking that. I don't care.
All the people up on the wall and the concert over.
I know I'm on top.
Now the digital mixer just come down, man. See? I think of the digital mix. Now we have a super mix. They love them, man, and I you, see? Hey, now listen to my every telling everybody. 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 It's a digital, the digital, the digital mixer. Digital, the digital, the digital mixer. Digital, the digital, the digital mixer. Digital, the digital, the digital mix. Last year 85, I said no 86. Done with the sound wave, a super mixer. Mass private and get your glasses fixed. 809 get your glasses fixed. Of my listen, Mabraka just a show down lyrics. In a digital dance where we come to critics. Listen to my every pandemic of my shit. And every we go with the way come to flash it. In a digital, the digital, the digital mix. Digital, the digital, the digital mix. Hey, digital, the digital, the digital mix. Digital, the digital, the digital mix. Last year 85 and me said no 86. Mash up the sound with a super mix. Listen Mabraka with the 86 sticks. Listen this guy you said they come to mix it. Listen to my every pandemic can't chat it. Sit up on the rhythm when me come to flash it. Hey, to now every you a DJ chemist. In a this I don't say don't chat and you miss. Cause the digital, the digital, the digital mix. Digital, the digital, the digital mix. Hey, digital, the digital, the digital mix. Digital, the digital, the digital mix. This a age of the digital. Age of man, we in the age of the digital. We in the age of the digital. Age of man, we in the age of the digital. Because I listen to my every on the mic of Marshall. Tell you this a youth man in well crucial. Sit up on the rhythm and in a partial. In a this a dance you want to call it Marshall. To the digital, the digital, the digital mix. Digital, the digital, the digital mix. Hey, digital, the digital, the digital mix. Digital, the digital, the digital mix. In addition, I say what they call it Marshall to the digital, me. It's digital, the digital me. Hey, digital, the digital me. It's digital, the digital me. 90 are famous in getting glasses fixed. Private appearance in my run out of lyrics. Listen to my every pan, they might have a bit. Sound what I play, Mabraka a business. In this announcer where we come to flash it. Last year 85, I said no 86. Done with the thing you call it right and ribbit. Flash with the thing now where you can't slot miss. Listen this and sound now with the 86 bits. No easy, I'm a Mabraka crew man. Every time. Now pure nice and lovely and decent, this is where I deal with man. You know, see it? Seeing? Now let's go through Mabraka man. Now when I wrap up man. Well easy. Woo! Uncle man. Peace! Now come down selector. Now second dance crowd. Down of mercy. Now second brown people. Cease! Boom boom there. Yeah, that's two comments. We're bogus patch.
Going around like surfing down, wearing a bogus badge. Telling
Yeah,
the
man.
people about this
Style and
and
fashion.
that, when you don't know about it. Going around
Niceness.
like
All
surfing
around.
down, wearing a bogus badge. Telling the people about this and that, when you don't know, here it's at. Acting as you're big and strong, going in the wrong direction.
Niceness all around. The man like me on the road. See? Make the thing like bogus patch.
Right. Cause I know you're a
Make
clown.
our way we're bubbling in overdrive.
Teach you to hurt people's feelings.
But you want it
Going around
immediately.
like surfing down, wearing a bogus badge. Telling the people about this and that, and you don't know about it. Going around like surfing down, wearing a bogus badge. Telling the people about this and that, and you don't know where it's at. Pretending as you're big and large. What make you think you were massive and broad? One day.
With a bye.
Is it
Them style you requested to all the early birds.
now you're left with
Still in the
a
road.
backyard. Think why?
When I rock.
Now they want. Stay upside.
Nobody touch Braka Sound. Nobody touch Braka Sound.
Telling the people about this and that.
With a bye.
When you don't know about it. Going around like surfing down, wearing a bogus badge. Riding from north to south, ain't nowhere about. Keep riding, oh hey. They have no sympathy. Going around as a bandy and
No ready.
Down, trigger crazy. Down, trigger happy. We're alive. You get me right.
Lord have mercy, we in a no time. Cause them a style you know it was verses. And so we a shock out a mile. You don't know? Now you come to me like a thing like the contraction. A thing like the version. With a bye. With a bye. Wiki. Braka Sound, bubble, every hour. See? Niceness. Lord. With a bye. Lord. With a bye. Yes. With a bye. With a bye. Them not ready, don't them try in vain. Ready, them not ready, don't them try in vain. Hit up a Mabraka Sound, like them must be insane. In a 86 we touch down like a plane. Listen, I'm a key, now me I go explain. See me occupation is to entertain. Entertaining is the name of the music game. Me live in a house in a St. Paul's domain. Got too enough agony, me got too enough pain. Climbing to the top land, they still feel me in. With this a sound system and that's a remember them no fitter, them not ready, though them try in vain. No fitter, no ready, though them try in vain. Fit up Mabraka Sound, like them must be insane. No youth and youth, them a corrupt them brain. Not only with cocaine, but the MC game. To chat and ride out the rhythm is the main aim. To chat about themselves would be a big enough strain. Ask them for chat reality, them feel shame. Who them a got turn to fit take on lip. When they crowd of people, now them stop they complain. Them no fitter, them not ready, but them try in vain. Yes sir, all listen them while them all the same. Lord, all listen them while them all the same. When we catch them, you know what hear me, I got team. Like a lion in a cage with a golden mane. Just listen, this is sound of lyrics we obtain. Under the subject of reality we claim. They get to area, the beastman, them trying to gain. The friendship of the people, but them try in vain. When you turn your back, it's just a different game. You are them target, but then at them a go aim. Call you all kinds of names, make you feel shame. Make people will run to beats and make up complain. Some will fight back and cause no blood stain. Sling brick and buckle swing no metal chain. No vengeance and hatred, then them make they contain. Fear but one of them is them in a good way. They no fitter, them not ready, though them try in vain. No fitter, not ready, though them try in vain. Operator, and niceness all around. You know, every time. Right. Go on.